I hate I hate that it does that. Twitch is live the whole time. Um, Unusual stream. I'm streaming. Okay, cool. Oh, someone here? Oh, hey. There's no tea. There's no tea, guys. I literally just started. It's been 30 seconds. Jesus. Look, there's no tea. Did you not read the announcement? I quite literally, I'm not doing a podcast this week because I'm not doing a podcast this week because like all of my news threads are currently frozen. And I mean that in like the nicest way possible. It's no one's fault. It's nothing wrong. It's just a lot of my news threads are frozen. I can tell you a little bit about them, but like I don't have no, unfortunately. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about the stupid Twitch thing. Fuck. I'll change it now. I'll change it now so that nobody thinks that it's important. This is a stupid stream by a bad creator. You guys should stop watching anyway. It's not like I make anything good. Hey, Paige. Today I decided that I got a bunch of so if you guys remember, you can send me comics to review. I've currently been on a review pipeline, and I thought it would be really cool to show you guys. I thought it would be really cool to show you guys a comic I'm currently reviewing. Just reading comics today. Come suggest some to read. Sorry, I'm just writing the thing for Twitch. Anyway, I thought it'd be great to show you guys one, the comics I'm reading, and two, actually a review that I'm working on right now that might interest you just to see some of the stuff. One of the reviews I wrote a while ago. All of the people on Patreon have this review, but my patrons, as I have learned recently, are fucking irresponsible. They don't look at any of the shit I send them. I love them very much. I should make this clear. I love them. You can see their names scrolling by right now on the screen. But they are the fucking most irresponsible people with their money. They give me money and they don't look at their extra content. I specifically was speaking to a patron yesterday because I've been trying to, as you guys probably already remember, one of the big things I really want to do in 2023 is I want to do workshops. Workshops are really hard to get off the ground, and it's March now, and I'm already a bit late on my workshop deadline personally. And getting workshops off the ground is just a difficult thing to do because you have to find all these different solutions to it that aren't all working out. And I've also been super focused on Webtoon Studio, the company I started with my buddy Ryan and my buddy Josh. Keep calling him Josh. Yeah, Josh works. Anyway, his name is Joseph. But my buddy Ryan and my buddy Josh, and like, cause I'm so focused on all these things just fall to the cracks. It's the worst. It's called being an adult. I hate it. I hate it. It's and like the that's just the truth. Yeah, and me renaming a whole man, a whole little man. But no, he's like, I've got lovely people working with me. I've got lovely advice from people like Luke Siva and everyone else. So it's been a lot of like, it's just been a lot of work. So I'm sorry that I've fallen behind a little bit. And to be very, very frankly honest with you, yeah, workshops. Like right now, we're working on a writing one. We're consulting one of her friends, one of the performer I'm talking to. We're consulting their script writing friend. Everything I make for Webcomics Hub is free. I refuse to paywall anything. If I can get my hands on better advice, I will make it free. I believe that all information should be free. I don't believe in copyright, et cetera, et cetera. You guys know me by now. I don't believe in copyright, and I believe every single piece of information in the world should be free and accessible to everybody. And as such, I do not paywall anything. I don't paywall anything of like major value, if I'm honest. The patrons don't even want shit on their Patreon. Yeah, fundamentally, it's something I've never believed in. I don't get why people want. I don't believe in copyright. I don't believe in all that shit. I don't believe anyone should own anything. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird thing to explain to other people. I feel like it doesn't matter. My politics don't matter. Anyway, what matters? Yeah, I mean they're not live streams. These are all videos, so they'll be turned into a great video that's really short, and then there will be a Discord hosted one that is the same idea but based on the video where you can answer questions if in case anything interesting comes up that we might want to cover. But it's just a pipeline that makes it so that stuff gets made and doesn't waste time anywhere. They're at most 5 minutes long unless it's a really complex topic, and we're starting with really simple things. How to write a comic is probably the first one we're working on. My video on how to write a villain is literally should be getting done, but my animator, bless him soul, is stressed out. I wanted to make it an animatic video. Who thought it would be so hard, right? You know. Anyway. Also, this is a complete aside. I've not put this information out. I probably will next week or something. But if you make comics and right now you are considering putting your comics out on Webcomics 365, Webcomics app, whatever you want to call that fucking website, don't go elsewhere. That's all I really have to say today. That's the most cryptic shit I could have done. I could have done it more naturally, but no. I had to make it sound like I just found a vampire in the middle of the street. Anyway, yeah, so that's all I really want to share about that, if I'm honest. Sorry, I'm just setting it up. Okay, cool. We have a screen to read with. Maybe one of my friends shows up when I'm reading. What do we start with? So I'm using all the 3 big websites right now. I'm on GC. I got Tapas up. I got Webtoon up. I think I'm going to start with all the ones that were sent to me in my email, my review email. Let's see. I can't read one of them. Let's try reading. Yeah, it's shady as fuck. It's shady as fuck. I'm also complete aside. If you speak Mandarin Chinese, if you speak, why do I have to like say shit like that? It's just I can't even just stream like a normal person. I have to say things that are just like. Anyway, if you speak Mandarin Chinese, and Cantonese, but mainly Mandarin Chinese, DM me. I might need your help. There's no guarantee I will, but I might. It is related to the webcomics app thing. I'll just admit that up front. But I can't really just say that out here until I'm done looking at everything I want to look at. I know nothing might happen, but I really don't want to spook certain people. Also, if you speak that language, you should also be very comfortable speaking it to another native speaker, another person who's likely a native speaker. Okay? Cool. Excellent. I need to just be fucking normal for like 10 minutes. Maybe then people will like me. Anyway, so one of the comics that was I'm not reading The King and the Paladin. I'm not reading the weird. Okay, fine. I'll read The King and the Paladin. But let me just check this out. I haven't had time to read Paige's comic that she emailed me. She emailed me at this point a month ago or something. So I'd like to finally get to fucking reading it, please. Thank you. Jesus. Reading comics, man. Reading comics. Episode 1 is tenacity. In fact, maybe I should put some music on. Let's see. I need to find a Twitch friendly playlist so that we can stream and like not get, because YouTube does that thing where if you listen to a song, it will literally just take down your entire stream. which is to me fucking insane. But like, I'm not an enlightened centrist, I guess. Lo-fi? Do we want lo-fi? Okay, let's use some lo-fi. There's this Cowboy Bebop lo-fi that I really like listening to. But like, I don't know if that's the one I want to use. I really like math rock, but there's no like math rock beats to relax / listen to. Oh my god. I used to have somebody who would like come at me every time I like math rock is pretty good. I forgot to tell my assistant what I was doing this week. Oh, also, this is just like my third call out post thing to say. If you know somebody with a webcomics app contract and a Tapas contract, especially that is old, preferably, but even if it's not, it will be kept in strict confidentiality, that they're willing to share, whether it's a work for hire one or a proper like originals one, please let me know about them. You might always wonder why I care about any of these scripts. It's an important thing to know what they're expecting of other creators because it allows you to hold them responsible when they actually cross the line. A lot of creators aren't super aware of their rights, especially with the reality that like a lot of creators understand that like these companies are operating with American laws. But I'm going to be talking to a lawyer soon, a comics lawyer, and because of a different video, and I figured it would be great if I use this time really well to cover a bunch of things. Thanks. Okay. Sure. I found an 11-hour playlist. I'll put the girl. I'll put the girl. Fine. I'll put the lo-fi girl. Oh my god, it's playing through my speaker. Can we like have it play through my headphones? All right. Yeah. Anyway, so we're on Tenacity, chapter 1. The rule is this: any comic you guys recommend me to read, apart from the ones in the list, I'll read any of them. But the rule is pretty simple. I'll only read the first 3 chapters. I'll only read the first 3 chapters, and after reading the first 3 chapters, I will give my judgment of the entire thing. I know you have a Webcomics Hub contract. Send it to me. I wrote it. I wish you did. I should make a contract, but I can't make one because we're a collective, and I don't really restrict anyone's rights to do whatever they want. So, anyway, Tenacity, Chapter 1, Episode 1, art and story by Paige Critchlow. Paige, why is there a gray box here? It's the most non sequitur. I'm just checking. Maybe it's a loading problem. What's the gray box for, Paige? You gotta answer the question of. Okay. That's your spacing? That's a weird color for your spacing. For your white space. Okay. Ooh. This is a girly in a hoodie. I know a friend who's obsessed with red-haired girls, so like, great work. Why is she using an iPhone, but it looks like an Android on the inside? These are like very minor, meaningless things. I'm just wondering. Yeah, the gutter space. Like I saw it and my brain was like, why is it gray? Like that's all. Like it's not your fault. Why is it gray? Is like literally the problem. Everyone calls it the gutter space. I'm so lazy. I call it white space and I've never changed, even though I know it's called the gutter because I'm the worst. Yes. Hey, Kiki. It's really chill. It's really chill. Just reading first 3 chapters of everyone's comics. If you have a comic you want to share with me, whether you made it or whether someone else made it that you would love me to read, first 3 chapters only, and then I'll just talk about what I feel about it. So far, though, Paige, I really like your lighting. I've always liked your lighting. Even in the email you sent me, Paige's email that she sent me is so fucking dope. She sent me an email to like review her comic, which I'm currently writing the review script for. As in like I started it and I haven't like properly gotten to reading this comic to even write the script. But I started it. I wrote Tenacity review in my Google Docs. It will get done. But essentially, like I went to Paige when Paige sent me the thing. It was such a great introduction. And one of the best things she showed me was like she showed me this little thumbnail, which is her cover. and it's got like just excellent lighting. I really like the way she uses light. And it seems that it doesn't matter how long you've been drawing, you've always been pretty good at using light. So like I'm appreciating that a lot. Is she a furry? The furries are being mistreated in the community. This is a bad day. Why am I acting like this is something I want? I don't want the furries to be mistreated. Also, I just realized that my little sprite is not bouncing because it's not connected to my mic. Why does it always have to be a little bit difficult? There. That's fixed the problem. Yeah, we're reading for fun, giving like a short preliminary thing. It's nothing major. The main review that I'm writing is something I'm writing elsewhere. I can never review anything in 3 chapters for real. Like, my review of What the Light Never Shone is like, I'll show you. You'll see what I mean. Wow. Ooh, these guys. Why? Ooh, he's creepy. You know what this character reminds me of? He reminds me of Shaggy in the new Velma show. The new replacement Shaggy. Like the jar line is for some reason bringing that to mind. Okay, no, it's gone now. Just waiting for my brother. Oh my fucking God. Why does everybody look so rapey? Who are these men? Who are these men? Disgusting. Oh God. This is the most uncomfortable I've felt looking at something in my life. Your bias is showing, Paige. Like, holy shit. This makes me incredibly scared. In like a way that, like, it's horrible. It's the things they say are like the worst thing you could have imagined them to say. It would have been, only thing that would have been worse is if they called her sweetheart or something, or girly. Let me go back. Maybe they did. Did they call her sweetheart or girly? Oh, they did. Oh, they did. Sweet Cheeks would have been so much worse. That was disgusting. Oh, that destroyed me internally. Okay, these action panels are not my favorite, but I do enjoy that they're happening at all. Jesus fucking Christ. This is sci-fi and action sci-fi. Tenacity. Ooh. Honestly, you know, like, I'm not a fan of all of the action that's going on, but I really love like the scene, the scene to the panel to panel transition is so good. Because like one of the things that creators are really weak at is panel to panel transitions. It's a thing like, hold on, let me just pull out my book. In basically, like, as I say, panel to panel, they're really weak at certain panel to panel transitions. I think if you own Understanding Comics, by the way, I think the most valuable page is page 74. But on page 74, he talks about, sorry, backed up by mistake. He talks about the different types of transitions, and my favorite one that is really good to talk about is a creator's ability to transition from action to action instead of just moment to moment. A lot of creators make so much drama content that they only know how to do like their moment to moment transitions, and they're not really good at their action to action transitions. So nothing ever feels fluid. They either make everything too stilted. Like a lot of creators have taken this jump into like another jump that's very similar to this in like very quickly. But you took it like going, you gave the audience the understanding of you can fucking understand what it means when the panel jumps from here to here. Like, it's not difficult. So I really did appreciate that, actually. Like, there's a lot of respect going in there. Great work. This could have been a sideways panel. You stopped me from being upset. You're the best, Paige. You know, if only every other creator was like you, maybe then I wouldn't cry at every competition. Great first chapter. That felt really good to read. Let's keep going. Oh, great first episode, my bad. She runs out into the streets. She is in the cul-de-sac. Oh, the creepy men are gross. You know, like, You're okay. This is a me complaint. So let me just make this clear. Your typesetting isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not. It's just in my brain. In my brain, typesetting always needs to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, it's bad. But it's not bad. Your work is great. You're doing fine. I know if I look at newer chapters, it's completely fucking different. I'm just wrong. Why aren't they the same length lines? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This isn't even bad. This isn't even a problem. I'm just freaking out too much. Things are on my mind. Anyway, she's backing up. She's real scared. She drops all of her money. Wait, is that $3? That's a dime. No. Those are 5 cents. So 3.10. 2 pennies, I will assume. So 3.12 and then 2 dimes. So 3.32. She has $3.32? Paige, you gave this woman $3.32 at the start of your comic? What the fuck is wrong with you? $3. I'm gonna die. That is $3.32. Unless I am mistaken, which I believe I am not. That is $3 and at most 32 cents. Evil. Jesus, she is broke. She is so poor. She's dropping. Yeah, if only somebody would give me $3.32. Frankly, if someone gave me $3 on Patreon, that would be the second highest Patreon donation. Like, honestly. That's weird. Could someone delete that person in the Twitch chat? Awesome. And ban them. There's always one of those channels. She's broke as fuck. Like, it's actually criminal how broke she is. Hey, Corgs, by the way. It's always good to see Corgi. Kiki and Corgi are 2 people I really look forward to seeing. Sometimes I stream on a Sunday just so I can see them in chat. Because I know that Kiki is never available on a Saturday. We don't want your filthy money. We want you and all the other disgusting freaks to stop showing your faces in public. Bit much. Thanks. Jesus. Grim. Horrible. Ooh. This is a furry comic. Like, it's fine, but it's Paige, it's a furry comic. You can't do this to me, Paige. I love how she thinks she's fooling anybody when her tail is straight up out. Like, I don't... Yeah, you do, Kiki, in fairness. You do. You do your best, and that's what I appreciate about you, Kiki. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Wait, are they gonna... Wait, wait, I thought those were horns. Wait, those are floppy ears? Oh, no, Wait, hold on, wait a fucking second. Something I'm seeing there that's getting me. No, not a horse. Fuck, what are they called again? Yeah, wait a second. There it is. That's what I was seeing. Is this an Animorphs comic page? Is this Animorphs? Animorphs related? What the fuck have you done to me? It's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. As soon as I saw her, like, feelers? I don't even know what you'd call them. They're not horns for sure. As soon as I saw those, that was the first thing I thought of. This better not be an Animorphs comic. Because I don't have the energy and emotional stress to deal with another comic with a war where everyone dies and everyone's depressed at the end. Maybe you should... Wait, they're gonna cut off her... Oh, fucking Jesus, no. Dies. You got caught. Tell me she's got, like, psychic powers or something. Wait, what? What the fuck? Is she a serial killer? I hope she's a serial killer. That would actually be pretty funny. I feel like I'm reading like a Webtoon reader right now. Like, the brain dead thing of just not putting the dots together. So you just keep saying things until something's true. That's how every Webtoon reader I know consumes content. She lured them there for sure. Like that's, whoa. She's got magic powers, boys. Sorry, no, my audience is 60% female. She's got magic powers, girls. Damn. I gotta appeal to the 60% female audience that I have, considering that there are no men in my chat right now. There are literally no men in my chat, so I must command the demand. Wait, serial ass kicker is her power. She just, I'm not gonna lie, blue magic light goop is kind of freaky, but I don't. Okay, yeah, somebody did fight back. Good. And then, okay. That was pretty good. That's a pretty solid, like, you know, that is how you would take someone out if you wanted to hit them in the solar plexus, because if you punch them, it's not a clean hit, but if you elbow them, why am I telling you how to hit people? Anyway, I'm not, okay, I'm going to be real with you. I'm still not a fan of these sound effects, but I'm really just enjoying everything else. So the sound effects are not holding me back, but I'm pretty sure they get better. And I trust you 1000% that they get better. Ooh, she's beating up Knife Man. Knife Man is kind of gross. Tenacity looks good. I'm quite happy that I put it on the list at all, because it looks really fun. And if this is the beginning and you get better, right, which is what everyone does, then like this is a great beginning. Oh, Kiki, tell me these things earlier. He, they, you motherfucker. Ah, man. Kiki never told me anything. I've said she at this point, Kiki, for like 3 months. Tell me stuff sooner. Anyway, he, they, he. Okay, fair enough. I've got Kiki in my audience. Kiki is my 40. Kiki, you account for the 40% male audience. Carrie, great. 40%, no. You account for my, it's now 25% male audience and then 20% non-binary or something like that. So you count for my non-binary male audience. Great job. Who knew so many artists were non-binary? Wouldn't be me. Wait, then what the fuck are her powers? Like, is it fire? Is it like she makes like a whoosh thing? Like, why am I saying a whoosh thing? Is it like she makes like a jet that she can like use in different situations? Like, I'm still trying to figure out what she does, because a lot of her stuff has still just been physically hitting people. No one's being burned, so I don't think it's a fire. It feels more like Bakugo's explosions, but without any of the explosive fire stuff. That's what it feels like, at least. Great work, Paige. You know, 3 chapters, 3 episodes in, and I'm quite happy with it. I really enjoy her character design. It's a fire? Okay. I wasn't getting fire from it. I was getting like explodey juice. So that's cool. Let's look at a new chapter. Let's see the glow up. I want to see what things look like. I'm going to give this a proper read though. And by the way, you don't have to submit your own comics for me to read. You can submit any comics for me to read. So anything you think I would be good if I read or interesting to watch me read is perfectly acceptable. Now let's see. Ooh. God, Paige, your lighting is still really good. Your lighting work is always really good. I love the bokeh on this, like the depth of field. It really brings in, like, it really makes scenes like this look good. One of the things that I learned recently, I don't know if you guys ever watched the Super Bowl or if you watch American football at all. If you do, American football lately have been really, people have been saying that they look really, really good now because they have this camera at the bottom that films players individually and looks incredible. The reason that camera looks incredible is because depth is literally depth of field. It's not 8K or anything else. It's just depth of field, because depth of field, a very shallow depth of field, enhances the look of a scene because it removes all focus on anything else that usually diminishes the value or interesting look of a scene. So it's super interesting to see Paige doing it. This is a lot better in terms of bubbles and typesetting. I'm still, the lines are more even. You know, I'm loving the general look of it. There are things I still don't like, but this is not you. This is me. I need it to be clear. Really good typesetting is it's hard to come by, and I only like the really good stuff. So this is not even on you at all. This is just my fucking dumbass. It's cinematic. Yeah, that's the word. Corgi? It's cinematic. It figures you think so little of me. I didn't go there to hurt anyone. I would have gone there to hurt someone. I don't know what you're doing. This looks much better. I like the wider variety of colors. I'm really glad that there's a lot less gray. No, this looks way better. I feel like you're making way longer episodes, Paige, and like way taller panels. I'm still not very happy with gray gutter. That's just me though. I don't think it's a big deal, but gray gutter is not my deal. My deal is like white gutter, black gutter, or like bright, like, unique color gutter. I'm not a fan of gray gutter, but I don't even know if this is gray. Is this gray? Guys, am I fucking tripping? Is this gray? Hold on. My color thing says dark purple. I've been lied to my whole life. Is this purple, Paige? Is this a thematic color? I don't have my colorblind filter on, so I didn't know it wasn't gray. It's a fucking dark purple. I live a lie. I live a fucking lie. It looks a lot better. I appreciate it. I appreciate the character design shift in terms of making people a little bit more, a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Because like before they were a lot more stocky and like, I guess action combat oriented, but here they look more like drama oriented, which I prefer, in my opinion. It's a dusty purple, very desaturated purple. Yeah. I have like you guys probably don't know this because I've never really shown people. But I have like a color thing, and it just gives me the names of what it thinks a color is. And they told me that I thought that was dark purple, so that's why I went with that. The dialogue is really solid. I've been reading it the whole time. The dialogue is a lot more solid than it used to be. I love that the conversation is it feels contextual in a way that like a lot of comics lack. A lot of comics leave a lot of contextuality of conversation up to interpretation because they're weak at writing or because they don't fully understand the intent they're trying to put through or because they think that the intent they're trying to put through is ever so clear when reality dictates that that's not how people fucking work at all, right? But I really appreciate the extra mile you go through to make sure that the dialogue is so contextually relevant that it feels clear exactly what's being said. I never feel like I'm hearing something that doesn't matter. I don't know the word I want to use. I never feel like I'm hearing something that isn't relevant. Very professional word bubbles. They're way better than the first ones for sure. I really like that you've gone for the oval shape. Somebody's been reading Blambot. Good job. Someone's been on the Blambot website. Hey, Paris. The colors do be popping. They do be popping. This is like a very small gripe, and it's been a gripe since the beginning of this episode, though. Like, Paige, why did you put that blue light in the background if it's not affecting? And I don't mean this dark blue light. I mean this light blue light behind her on the right. Why did you put that if it's not going to like light the scene? Because it's there, it's in the background, it looks really nice. But like those vending machines are bright as fuck. Like they're meant to attract you, thing. So like I would expect a little bit more blue afterlight in the back. It doesn't really matter. But like this is just what the things that I'm looking at, that I'm seeing that get on my mind. Like at the end of the day, it's not that bad. Maybe if I go back, I'll see it more and I just didn't notice it. No, for sure, it's not lighting up as much as I thought. But it doesn't, here it's great. Here it's still there. She walks a little bit ahead and it just goes away, and I was confused by that. I was wondering, that's why it was on my mind. But yeah. The formatting is really pleasant. There's a lot of really good stuff in this. I really enjoyed reading the first 3 chapters. I think Tenacity is like a really good introduction to a sci-fi series that works really well. Ah, I see. Okay, so you didn't do it. Okay, so that was like a decision you made, but I don't know, you're not sure of it? Because I feel like the light blue light should have been more, should have still been there. let's just. Anyway, so like, yeah, that's all I'm thinking about it. I thought you did a good job though. I like the look of your comic in general. I like the more drama aesthetic you've taken to your art. I like your dialogue a lot more now. It's a lot more purposeful. I really like purposeful dialogue. I'm one of those people who believe in who likes the Hemingway style of writing, post-editor, where you read his books and no, not a word wasted, not a plot point useless. That is my preferred type of reading. And I'm sure as I read the full scope of your comic, I'll probably get a little bit more out of that and understand fully if that's how you write too. I appreciate sci-fi. Sci-fi on Webtoon is not really serviced very well, in my opinion. I think most sci-fi comics suck. So, I always appreciate a good sci-fi, and a sci-fi that is trying to respect not only the genre conventions, but bringing its own new spin. One of the biggest problems I think of sci-fi in general is that it is so fucking stagnant. And I assume that you as a sci-fi fan will understand that completely. It is super stagnant. And it's because it's the same 6 nerds in a room jerking off to fucking Star Trek, right? So, yeah. Anyway, if you guys have time, go read Tenacity. It's pretty good. I like it. I think there's more there that I haven't seen, and I would really love to get to a proper review of it and go rate it up because she got rate bombed. I'm still making the bot to rate up comics. I'm still making that bot. We're still working on it because we're trying to get past a bunch of Webtoons restrictions. But yeah, that's something we're doing. Also, if anyone has noticed, I'm logged into my friend Jenny Toons' Webtoon account. I don't even know why. But yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, lore dumping is the worst part of fantasy sci-fi because fantasy and sci-fi are just the same genre. It's the same genre, same people in it, right? It's the same fucking fat sweaty nerd who jerks off to Tolkien all the time and jerks off to fucking Star Trek all the time and does not have a wider understanding of the fact that sci-fi and fantasy should be these genres that can do these broad and interesting things and are so similar because they're literally the same genre. Sci-fi is fantasy with wires, fantasy is sci-fi with wood. That's all it is, right? I just said things to piss off both fans. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna give it more of a read though. I need to put that on my phone and I'll make sure I read it so I can actually get to the review of yours and write it down. And I can just give you the written version while I make the video. Sci-fi is when robots. Yeah. If you guys want to see a review I've written before, I have one. I can show you. All the patrons have access to this review. But, I have a bunch of reviews that I've written over the years. I have a review of God of High School. No, sorry, not God of High School. I have a review of God of Bath plus Shoot Around plus Family Man. And it's basically something I wrote in the middle of the pandemic as a method to deal with the anxiety I was feeling. So I wrote this long review that's basically connecting the 3 comics together by their natural threads of accepting change and the fact that change can be severe and uncompromising. And then I never put that out. So that's just gonna sit there. I'm looking at it right now. It's gonna die there at this point. I wrote a review. Want to see one of my favorite comics? Let me just pull up the other review comic. But you guys want to see one of my favorite comics? I'm going to show you that after I pull up this review. So this is my review. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Just gonna leave that alone for a bit. Is this the one? There's one that's really good and current and ready. So this is my review. I've been trying to write shorter ones. Right here. This is a review I wrote of this comic. It doesn't amount to nothing. I write those scripts and I really want to use them, but sometimes I just leave them alone. Anyway, this is the comic in question. This is Where the Light Never Shone. The creator's name is Gabriel B. Dufour. Really like his comic. I wrote this review, and the video is in process. But yeah, a lot of my reviews are more about experiences. So a lot of my reviews are experience how I experienced it, the story that came in, a little bit of recounting of plot threads, and like breaking down different elements that I cared about throughout the read. Gabrielle's comic is really fucking good. You should probably read this one too, if I'm honest. This one is also really fucking good. If you love horror, this is like every horror trope, but written by somebody who really, really fucking wants to like have sex with Wayland Yutani. If you want to submit a comic for review with me, it doesn't guarantee that I'll review it, by the way, just to fucking let you know ahead of time. But if you want to submit a comic to review with me, you can submit it by emailing me at reviews@webcomicshub.co.uk. That's our reviews email address that I made ages ago. You can't just like send me the thing, by the way. You have to like actually try and sell it. Like, so Pages, for example, wasn't just like a post of, here's my comic, read it. It was like, here's my comic, here's what it's about. If you give a shit, here's why you should give a shit. You know, like it was that kind of thing. I need to know why I should spend my time reading it, because every Tom, Dick, and Larry could send me a review. It doesn't mean it's worth reading. And I think if you love your comic that much enough to send it to me, an absolute fucking stranger, you should be at least capable of telling me why I should give a shit. Because you give a shit. Why? Yeah, it's pretty much a pitch. Like if I read Pages, I'm going to start a page. I know you sent me this email privately. I hope that's okay that I just kind of read bits of it. In Pages, she provides like her thumbnail. She provides what the genres are. She gives me a summary of the story in a really nice way. She explains to me the concepts that she's really trying to push forward. Found family, non-humans and meta-humans, non-humans with non-humans or and that are meta-humans. Meta non-humans, you know what I mean. Anyway, and like the core plot thread. That was really good. She also gave me requests like, hey, look, if you're gonna review it, please at least read up until all the way through the first season, because I think that's Act 1, and I think that gives you a conclusion, etc., etc., etc. You know, like these are like breakdowns of constraints. You know, maybe you want to tell me something like, please don't judge my art too harshly on chapters 6 and 7. I was ill. You know, maybe you want to tell me something like, please don't judge my art too harshly in season 1, because in season 2 I improved a lot, and I would love it if you would judge that art instead of the former. And then I would give that consideration when I'm talking about it. Your email was great too, Luxiva. Luxiva's email was, hello, Nen. This is how she talks. Hello, Nen. I will sell you my comic. The comic is based on Chinese mythology and folklore. It's Samurai X and Game of Thrones, but if it was gay and Chinese, there is angst, pretty art, and action, and a whole lot of man tits. XOXO, Luxiva. What the fuck is this, Gossip Girl? Genuinely the worst person. I hate her. Arnold, sometimes if you have a physical version or like a one that you want to submit, it's like a volume, you can tell me. If it's a physical one that you want me to buy, you can tell me, I'll buy it and I'll review it for you. If it's a PDF, you can email me a PDF too. That works. You know, I have tons of comics lying around the house. So I'm happy to just hoard more. Just so that, you know, you fully understand that kind of where I'm going with that. Anyway. It should be on the screen now. I wrote that ages ago. Forgot to remove it. But yeah, it should be on the screen right now. So that should help. This is a good read. Okay, look, so what was that one you wanted me to read? What's it called again? The King and the Paladin? Is that what it is? Hey, Ninten. We're just reading comics. We're reading comics, talking about it. It's a very chill stream. Listening to lo-fi beats to study/relax to. Wow. Okay, so this comic, The King and the Paladin, I was told to read this by Luxiva. Just to be clear, I've already read chapter 3. I know what's in this, but we'll suffer. We'll suffer together. Also, I wanted to be, this is an originals comic with a rating of 3.2. You know what? Yeah. Anyway, it's a good originals comic with a rating of 3.2. Like, they deserve it, frankly. And you'll see why. Okay, chapter 1. Yes, I rose to the throne so that I could seize everything I wanted. Bad typesetting from a fucking originals comic. Already depressed. I am already the saddest I've ever been. Terrible fucking effect. It's such a generic one. I see this in every single Korean manhwa, Korean drama manhwa. Why is that what I have to deal with constantly? But whatever. I feel like these come in a pack. This I'd already scrolled through it, and it was it on a timer, and then I finally realized, by the way, adult themes and situations. It's a translation for sure. Which happened, like, you know. The thing is, like, it's a translation, I think, through Webtoon, so they own the PSDs. These aren't just like, you know, copies. They have the PSDs for sure on hand, on staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. Okay, kids, all the 4-year-olds, get the fuck out. Oh, look, everybody. She ripped this man's shirt. This person. This is assault. This is actually assault. Cal. Wait, is her name Calliope? Hey, wait. Is her name Calliope like Maury Calliope? Fucking. You know the first thing I thought about when I saw Calliope? Yeah, Korean artists get over it really bad. It's actually really bad. Is that I saw that and I thought the Jesus Japaneses thing that Maury Calliope said. Wait, no, Paris, you're like 20. Right? Like, you're not 4. Calliope. I hope it's Calliope, like Maury Calliope. Jesus Japanese. She said that. She said that in his fucking song. Calliope is a constellation, yeah. Let me see which one it is again. It's the one that is this one. Yeah. You see this one a lot. No, that's Cassiopeia. All the male leads named Kyle are the saddest parts of the internet. We're thinking of Cassiopeia, not Calliope. Calliope is in Greek mythology, she's Muse. She's the Muse. Yeah. Every time an MC is named Kyle, I'm depressed. Calliope, spare my... Is she bad, this man? I don't know, priest. I have a weird memory. Like, leave me alone. Don't judge me. Look, guys, she's a strong female lead in a Korean manhwa. She definitely must wield a sword and commit untold amounts of violence. But then eventually she will find the man that she loves. And when she finds him, she will eventually change her ways and become gentle to the touch. Don't you guys know that women can't be anything but violent when they're cool, and only when they're gentle and feminine can they be anything more than raging fucking hate-bonered women? There's so much blood. Okay. I don't want to say why I know this, but this is not a crazy amount of blood. For the cut location where it is, don't ask me why I know it's not, but I know it's not. It's not that. It is for 100%. This is a normal amount of blood for where she cut. Okay. I'm saying that from experiential knowledge. His name is Schnitzel. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that the Schnitzel that's like the food? Or is that Schnitzel like, is that a name? Oh, is that Schnitzel? I guess it's Schnitzel. My brother Schnitzel. How could anyone do such a thing? Hang that filthy head in front of the cast. Jesus Christ. She's now had a banquet to welcome you back from the battlefield, you barbaric wet. You see, guys, a woman in a comic book can never be well-balanced person if she is a strong, independent woman that fights with a sword. You see that sword she holds, guys? That's what makes her a barbaric man-hater. God forbid women do anything. You dare kill the crown prince because you've distinguished yourself in war, Calliope? And then she looks upon him and then she goes, Jesus, Jesus, Japanese. Wait, this is the scene. Somebody take this scene and then like somebody take this bit and then here put a bubble that's just like, Jesus, Jesus, Japanese. That's what I need right now. I too have a lust for blood. Paris, you strong, independent woman. How could you? You should be. His name is Farnese, which I like. It's a good name, actually. This is like the best name. His name is Raffaello Farnese. Wait, why is there like a German, an Italian, and a fucking constellation? And a fucking why is it German and Italian and a fucking VTuber in one comic? What's going on? Why? Take them away. Jesus Christ. Your Majesty. Wait, did she? So she murdered him and took the crown. Yeah, but like, Sola, we live in Europe. We live in Europe. Germans hate Italians, hate Germans. And both of those groups of people hate VTubers. There's no way in hell 3 of those people would be together in one comic. Like, that's just the fact. It's Europe. We hate everyone and we're xenophobic to everybody. Koreans don't care. So what if you're guys, this is the part where the female lead gets made fun of because of her lack of value in the economic system that values women only as property. And she decides that now the only way through that is extreme violence and murder, especially after her mama was murdered. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Are you, let's say, condemned? After how much she scorned me, your mother's dignity has finally hit the ground. Indeed, when women are evil. So to my 60% female audience that exists, which I know you're all real because you're there and my YouTube metrics keep telling me I have a 60% female audience. Do your eyes become like this when you get angry? Is this like an age thing? Like, I don't know, maybe some of you are like 30 something. When you hit like 30s and you become angry or you become like evil and you got away with a crime, do your eyes like turn black? Please, women, I need you to enlighten me, especially when I'm on my period. The greatest Jack comment ever. The concubine led my mother to her wrongful death. Moreover, brother Ezekiel has left the abbey with the noble lady of his own accord. He must be trying to become a concubine of an old rich noble in search of a better life. Only on my 2 period ones and 2 yeses is just the saddest fucking outcome. Even the one I loved left me. All because I was powerless. But now she has power and she's miserable anyway, guys. Guys, it's the story. It happens during our time of the month. This is what I should expect when I transition, when I become a woman. This is what's gonna happen to me. Do I get that power? Like, tell me my estrogen gives me that power. You need to tell me the truth now. when I take E, do I get fucking black eyes once a month? If it doesn't happen, I swear to God, I'm never transitioning. I'm gonna stay this way forever. I'm not even transitioning anymore, so whatever. It doesn't even matter. And you run out of Advil. No, you know what this is? You know what this is? Guys. You know you when you're hungry, eat a Snickers. You know this is straight up the Snickers ad. I don't know if Americans have seen it. I don't know if Americans have seen the "You're not you when you're hungry" ad. I don't know, because I feel like it's a very British ad. hungry. This is the most British thing I'm going to show everybody today. But in the UK, there's this ad that's called from Snickers, and it's this. I'm gonna pause this just so I could play this ad once. It's like, it might be a very European ad, to be very honest with you. Oh, thank God, the Canadians, they finally have culture. After oppressing First Nation folk and being completely fucking bad at every other sport in the world, Canadians have something. Oh, I love this. Like, I'm gonna cut to the important part because this is like mostly him just being bad at his job. Oh, I forgot they changed it to get some nuts sometime during the campaign. The Snickers dick vein and the phrase get some nuts is not what I needed in my life today, but it's what I got. Is he speaking Chinese? This is Chinese, right? Yeah, that's Chinese. Get some nuts. Get some nuts, kids. That's what you should fucking do. Get some nuts. Anyway, let's get back to this fucking comic. They put a mole on his face in the same place as Mr. Bean. Yeah, I thought that was really good, actually. I thought the ad is very well made. Like, I'm talking about it. It's been almost 10 years since they put one on TV, and I still talk about it to this day. My favorite ad. We've even extended. It's almost as good as it's better than the Gorilla Cadbury ad, the gorilla like playing the drums ad. We even extended our search radius to the adjacent nations, but there was no such family called Theodore. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. None of this shit really matters. Let's get to the bit that's like the bad part. Okay, this comic is really fucking long and really boring. I just want to get to the part that everyone hates. This is the reason why everyone hates this comic. She subjugated this man. Because, you know, men are only there as property for sex, to make babies. She subjugated him and made him marry her to become prince, crown prince, husband and wife. Right? So, here's where it gets really fucking bad. She takes him into the room. She pushes him on the bed. I have quite a grudge against Duke Heilig. Despite being a high-class noble, he was sucking up to the late king's concubine for power. Do not expect me to be kind to you, the descendant of his bloodline. I need to adopt my brother. Jesus Christ. Callie, it really is you. I never imagined I'd meet you again at a place like this. Think you were the new king of Alphensia. She grabs his neck. Yes, I rose to the shore so I could seize everything I ever wanted. Have you been well without even with, you know, in my language, the name Eze, teaching Ezekiel. In my language, the name Eze means king. In my personal home language, the name Eze means king. The word Eze means king. It's usually given, it's like a real political title as well in my country, in my home country. That's like the most telling thing I've ever said about myself. If anyone even could figure that out, they would know immediately where I'm from. No, the king, no. I'm asking you, have you been well after you dared to leave me? She chokes him. Boys, girls, it's about to get interesting. All right? Allow me to explain. Please be angry with me after you have listened. No need. I'm not in the mood to hear it right now. She restrains him, unties him, refuses to untie him, and then rips his shirt off. Kids, look away. Avert your gaze. Avert your gaze, people without culture. It's about to get really fucking bad. God. She makes him drink because she has the red cup, so she's made him drink whatever is in the blue cup. Then she jumps on top of him, says, let's have some fun, while he's bound. And he looks completely helpless. And then she looks like she rapes him. She sexually assaults him. She sexually assaults him. And like, and then says this shit at the end of the chapter. It is not okay. It is not okay. And the worst part is there's an uncensored version that is at least less rapey. This is the most disturbing thing I've had to read. This is all Luxiva's fault, frankly. I blame Luxiva because she made me fucking read this. It's so fucking horrible. Like, oh my God. Like there's no reason to read this comic. The generic manhwa castle. True. We gotta have it. We don't support women. Some bitches are very dumb and very horrible. Yeah, way, bro. Way. We gotta fucking, yeah, I'd like to rate it again, please. A 1. Thank you. Fucking Jesus Christ. This is on webtoons.en/the king and the paladin /title number 4735. They could have just not done this. I mean, no, it's pretty far off of other webtoons, if I'm honest with you. It's pretty far, like maybe if you're talking the general fucking space, yeah, but on English webtoon, this is not common. It happens. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it doesn't happen. It happens. There was that vampire one called Blood Reverie or whatever. I think, no, that's the new one. There's an old vampire one that had like sexual assault. I remember that from ages ago. There was, there's a lot of them. But fundamentally, this is not okay. The original title is The Predatory Marriage Between a King and a Paladin. Makes sense. But like, even Webtoon should know. Webtoons spend a bunch of time making their app for kids. They spend a lot of time telling people that their app is for kids. Like, they even go to the trouble of complaining about everyone's fucking ads. It's everyone's fucking content, saying that it needs to be ad friendly because it's for kids. You can't make an app for kids and then put that on your app for kids. That's just not okay. I'm sorry. We can't fucking play these double standards. So fucking weird, man. When I complain about Webtoon, at least this is one of those things I use as my reason. Because, dear God. Anyway, fuck that place. Let's go to a different website. So I'm gonna I want to disclose something really quickly. Global Comics has given me a free premium account. I just want you guys to know. So I'm gonna be opening every comic. Some of them are probably pay gated. I don't have to pay. So please don't be mad at me for that. Please don't hold that against me. Which, by the way, I just remind you, on Global Comics, I have a top 10 list of comics that I read in 2022 on Global Comics on GC. So if you want access to that, here's the link. I'll just send it to you. You can share that stuff. Yeah, that got really freaking dark. They should just make an adult version of their app. I don't know why they won't. It's kind of disgusting that they won't. But yeah, that's the link I've posted in chat is the link to my list from Global Comics. These are my comics on GC that I read in 2022 and I really, really enjoyed. So this is my top 10. I enjoyed them for lots of different reasons though. So not all of them are appropriately length, et cetera, et cetera. One of my favorite ones is this Art of Silence by Arthur Quiet, because Arthur's put this comic on other platforms, but I really like it. So it was going on my list and it was on GC. So it went on my GC list. Since no one's given me a comic yet, I'm just going to pick one of these. Let's look at Magical Boy Troubles, because I really enjoyed reading this. I don't know if this is paid for. Yeah, it's so this is a one-shot full series. Let me actually read chat real quick. Webtoon is always fighting with itself, and I feel like this inevitably lead to its downfall. Yeah, I agree with you, Paris. That's why I'm completely hedging my bets on everyone else but Webtoon. There's a reason why my channel is called, if you didn't know this, Paris, I used to be called Webtoon Hub. That used to be my channel name. And sometime in 2018, I changed entirely from Webtoon Hub to Webcomics Hub. 2017, 18, from Webtoon to Webcomics Hub. Because like, I saw the writing on the wall. It was pretty obviously not an association I needed permanently for my app, for myself. Netflix too. A lot of these companies get in their own way. It's a pretty typical thing because they have a lot of money and they're shit. That's it. They just have a lot of money and they're shit. I can't find Vertigo's Funland. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, you can put them for review. It doesn't I should say real quick, Nintendo. It doesn't guarantee that I will review them. It doesn't guarantee I'll review them. You got to sell it to me so I know it's worth my time to even look at. Oh, there it is. Actually, no, I do have a list for Tapas. One of my comics is on my. I have a top 10 list generally. I think I tweeted it out on the Webcomics Hub channel, on the Webcomics Hub Twitter account. This is the most self-promotion I've ever done. Yeah, working for Webtoon is not what I would call ideal. One of the reasons why, so you guys know about the app that I'm working on with my friends, Joseph and Ryan. One of the reasons we're working on it is because we're working on it. It's called Webtoon Studio. It's basically to give you all your stats in a way that allows you to basically track your progression and monetize your own Webtoon because you understand your reach and your growth over time, right? And in a way that Webtoon's current dashboard just does not give you. One of the reasons we're working on that is because we want you guys to not have to take the fucking contract. Because you can get so big without them that you don't need the contract. So please, when I put it out for beta, I hope you guys will be excited to use it. Anyway, I could swear I have a top 10. I made a top 10 for sure. For sure. It was probably in January though. I rarely tweet, so it's pretty easy for me to find my tweets most of the time. Let's see. I have a top 10 list. This is the global comics stuff, blah, blah, blah. When fucking one of my patrons sent me this comic with this shit on it. Where's my top 10 list? I could have sworn I tweeted this shit out. Did I not? Am I the fucking dumbest person? Or did I tweet it out at the end of last year and forget? I don't remember where I put it. I could swear that I have one though. I have a top 10 all-time 2022 comics list. Have I just lost my own list of comics? I've lost my own list of comics. I'm the worst. Oh, so depressed. I wrote it down one time as well, so I don't even have it anywhere else. Wait, maybe it's on Patreon. Yeah. I mean, Paige, you're in the test group, right? Paige, you're in the test group. I think you responded to the last set of questions. You really think that you needed to be like an extension? We were talking about making it an app, and then when I did that check-in with the product with the users, everyone was like extension or nothing. They are one of the biggest problems of Webtoon, in my opinion, is that it's managed to somehow sell to you guys. And I'm not saying that as an insult, by the way. I'm saying that as a thing that I just need to tell you. Webtoon's managed to sell to all of us from 2014 till now the idea that as a creative enterprise, that they would provide all of the money you would need to be a comic creator. And one of the things I learned talking to somebody who I really respect, they commented on my videos. They're super awesome. Their name is Queenie Chan. Love Queenie Chan. And I think sometimes she watches the stream. So hopefully, if I leave this one up, maybe she'll see it and hear me talk about her. One of the things that's really relevant to know about Webtoon as a company is while they've been selling that concept of hey, look, we're offering you the right ability to become a full-time creator. They can't offer you that. They're a data company pretending to be a publisher. And when you're a publisher, you can't guarantee that much money. You can guarantee sales money from the product sold, but that's all you can do. And Webtoon is basically offering this publishing contract to creators, this semi-publishing contract to creators, but for digital publishing. And it's hey, we'll pay you $50K for the general output of this product, and then we'll pay you on the sales of this product, which is a typical publishing contract. It's a very typical publishing contract, right? It's a very typical publishing contract, but Webtoon has consistently misrepresented themselves as a company to people, either by omission or on purpose. So you end up in a situation where what should be a very typical publishing contract feels shady and feels like a lie because they've lied in another place, And I think I will tell everyone this. If you want to do the game of becoming a published feature creator, that is a game you can play. You got to play it a certain way. You got to play it by understanding that this is not a field for people who, this is not a field for just anybody. You either need to be very, very skilled, talented, and popular, right? Which is something you just kind of need to be to some extent to survive easily in this field. Or you got to be ready to be able to sell new content and expand yourself as a business exponentially quickly as soon as you have the capital to do so. If you want to know what the ideal path, for my opinion, for a Webtoon original creator would be, if you're not like a big creator, like you're not making a ton of money, right? My ideal path would be like, get your featured comic out, write it, and then when you get it out, hire a bunch of assistants, basically have them draw the whole fucking thing, start a new one. Like as soon as that happens, write a new one, and just keep doing that. And there will be a point where you are scraping so much off the top that you are making enough comfortably to write your own comic solo while managing all these smaller projects. You might even be able to hire a project manager to do that for you. So you and maybe even hire writers to do that for you, essentially making a fucking company. There's a reason why Merryweathery does well. It's not for any other reason but the fact that the publishing game, for the digital publishing game, requires you to act like that. Most of them weren't successful with ads. Most of them were successful with time, but we'll get to that. Hey, Semi Enigma, it's good to see you. We're having a chill reading stream that I've turned into a business monologue because I have a problem. Anyway, but like in terms of old creators who got popular, one of the problems people don't understand, I've said this before. I think I said this today. No, I didn't say. I was going to say it on somebody's tweet, and then I decided not to tweet it. But like, becoming a big creator, becoming as popular as a lot of those creators become, isn't a thing of like skill. Like, don't get me wrong, they're good. But for a lot of those older creators, those old traditional webcomics creators, they didn't become big because they were good. They became big because one of the things that guarantees that you will become big is time. Like, that's just it, time. Semi Enigma, I'm doing really well. I'm reading some fun comics, and somebody told me to read something called Vertigo's Funland. So that's what I wanted to get to. I think they take like 60-40 or something, or 50-50. I think it's like 50-50, something like that. All right, I'll give Vertigo's Funland the good shot. No, it's all right, Paris. Don't worry about it. You never derail anything. This is a chill stream. It's not a derailment. It's you know, we're learning together, Paris. Together, okay? First 3 chapters only. I really like the beginning of Vertigo's Funland. This logo! So perfect. It's so perfect. Everything is so good. This feels like I'm in an old ARG. This feels like I'm looking at MS Paint Command comics. But I love the look, so I'm gonna keep going. Such a smart use of gutter, in my opinion. Just the way that transition happened, where instead of having a wasted gutter space, the gutter became the roof, became a way of showing how long and empty the room is of stuff. Really smart. They make this in MS Paint? Fuck. Oh, shit. Show me a creator brave enough to make things in MS Paint, and I'll show you a war hero. Okay. Who's at their door? It's a delivery. It's a delivery, guys. Good afternoon. This is great typesetting. Holy shit. Your delivery. Please sign here. Ooh. So many messages. Business. What does that mean? What is this tweet? What is this like message? This style is really, yeah, I really want to eat it too, Kiki. I appreciate that. Weird. I'm really hungry. I will make eggs. What was I dreaming about again? I can't really remember, but it was weird. Who is it now? Guys, they're inside of the Tapas logo. They're inside the Tapas logo right now. Fuck. He's trapped in the logo, kids. We're fucked. It's all over. It's the purple guy from FNAF again. Fucking Michael's son from Tapas is gonna come out of the logo, and then murder me. Because he the hell. It's gonna be one of the Tapas blobs. Jesus. What the fuck is going on? Again, guys, do you want to see the best use of gutter I've ever fucking seen? This is the best use of a gutter I've ever fucking seen. I'm not. Yeah, it's Homestuck vibes. It's a command comic, so of course it's got Homestuck vibes. It's a command comic. Like it looks like a command comic. It's stealing from those aesthetics. So of course it's got Homestuck vibes because it's stealing from the MSP and command stuff. Dude, this is like the best gutter use I've ever seen. Holy shit. It holds dialogue. It adds to the fucking bottom art piece. Like this one, all the gutter is so useful. Who is not doing this? Me. I'm the one not doing this. I'm just jealous at this point of this creator for being better than me. Hey, Ari. What's up? We're just reading comics. Nobody can understand the lore of the land. This is good. Like, I don't know. It's very minimal dialogue, so it's not like it's bad. But because it's so minimal, it's not doing anything that I don't like, so it ends up feeling good. What is this lore? Nobody can understand the lore of the land. What is this lore? What is it? 4 eyes. I don't understand. Is this a Tapas original? Support me, please. Guys, we live in the future. We live in the future. I feel like more people should use gutters more effectively, and this was one of my favorite uses of gutters I've ever seen. A multifunctional use of a gutter. It's like reading a Deadpool comic. No, it's like reading a Gwenpool comic. Specifically like reading a Gwenpool comic. You're on the train, Erie? You're watching me on the train? Okay, Erie, quick question. What kind of train? Are you in the Discord, Erie? Are you in the Discord? Can you show me the train? I'm kind of curious. You can DM me on Discord. I want to see the train. I want to see what the trains in your place look like. It's a weird thing that I'm really into. I like seeing what trains in different countries look like because I've only seen a few. I think I've seen one train system in New York and one train system and my trains in the UK and then the one in Denmark. So I really like seeing what train systems look like in different places. If you're in the Discord area, just like find me and then DM me. DM me what the train is looking like now. But this looks really fucking good. Mutated eye. One person wrote and drew this. I like it. No, this is good work. What the fuck? This is the beginning of chapter 2. This is the beginning of chapter 2. Jesus fucking Christ. Circus escape. Everything hurts. The way they use the gutter for the floor is really nice. Jesus. Number 4268. Number 0335. I should have read the trigger warning. There's a trigger warning? Where? Where is there a trigger warning? You're fucking lying to me. There's no trigger warning anywhere. Oh, that was an episode ago. It should be on every episode. Number 2229. Stand up. Are they naked? They are balls naked. Oh God. And he's covered in scars. He's got one big one. He's got a few smaller ones. Follow me. No, I don't want to end. Please. Number 4268, come with me. Oh, they're going to lose their friend. He's gone forever. Number 0335. Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck am I? Is that blue blood? Do clowns bleed blue? Are you telling me that clowns are cops on the inside? I've never been more offended in my life by a statement. I mean, clowns bleed blue? Disgusting. Okay. Kneel here. Jesus fucking Christ. Something like this could never be made on Tapas. On Webtoon, because Webtoon lacks imagination and creativity. Tapas has some of the most creative stuff. Oh, the meat business. Oh, God. Tapas has some of the most creative stuff on its platform. If only the people who ran the website weren't such fucking cocks, it would be a much better place. Because, like, I'm going to show you, after this, I'm going to show you guys my favorite Tapas comic that I read when I'm depressed. Because I think it's really important that I show you guys that I do not hate Tapas comics. I hate Tapas the company. The worst company. Let's see. What the? Okay. Yeah, fucking wreck him. Ooh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, I can't show that on YouTube. Oh, I can't show that on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Oh God. What the fuck did I just read? You know what this comic reminds me of? It reminds me of Med. Med is on Tapas too, so I'll show you that too. So I'll show you that too, because that's really good to read. God, for context, this is what will age me the most, I think, in terms of my Webtoon like experience, because it will show you when I started reading Webtoon as like a thing I did regularly, not like when I started reading webcomics, when I started reading like on these websites. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Paris. Jesus. Is my YouTube, please tell me YouTube isn't down yet. Let me check. Holy fuck. I'm actually really scared. Because like YouTube takes down streams for violations. It doesn't just like keep them up. So I need to actually check to make sure that I haven't been like fucking murked. Oh God. Oh, thank God. Like it'll tell you as well when it's taking you down. It'll be like stream going down or whatever. Oh, thank God. I could actually up my bit rate. Thank God. I'm so scared. I don't want to get murked because of a fucking comic. Anyway, one more chapter. Ooh, that's a strong opener. All right. The colors, man. The colors. Like the shifting tone. Or maybe, no. My dude, you're being watched. This is not comfortable. I was the phone here to get in the package, I think. No yellow void out here. Yeah, it was probably saved. Yeah, they should trigger warning every chapter. They trigger warning the first one only. That's not okay. Anyway. Thirsty. Let's see. Tea. I do love a tea. I hate my job. Me. I do hate my job. That's not a lie. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. But instead I got to do my regular job. Poor Paris. I tainted the 4-year-old's mind. Working around people, always smiling. The most retail forward job thing ever. Yeah, that's not enough, Sola. It's gotta be chapter on chapter. Yeah, they do mark episodes mature, that's true. Hello, who are you? We have a job offer for you. I already have a job. Thank you, bye. Now wait. No, wait. Weird random. Oh, fuck, we're in the yellow void. Okay, we're done. 3 chapters done. I'm not reading any more of this because this is causing me some serious distress. This is good. Fucking, this is really good. This is holy shit. Like, this is really good. Like, I really like it, actually. Are they on hiatus? Yeah, they're on hiatus. If only Webtoon had this. This would be such a useful tool, guys. It's almost like you can create an environment where creators and their audiences can communicate effectively and have a wonderful symbiotic relationship. But you know, fuck you, I guess. 1 second, I need to like log out and log into my. I need to find my account that I use for Tapas that isn't linked to my Facebook. That's the wrong one, not this one. Why is my phone going off? Oh, guys, you know what I found out just now? My phone went off. Do you know why my phone went off? Google is reminding me that my birthday is soon. I forgot. I forgot about my birthday. When is it? When is my birthday, Google? The 19th of March. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know at least. My birthday is the 19th of March. I completely forgot. Let's leave a little comment on Mutated Eyes' work. We read your comic on stream. Let me reload the page. We read your comic on. What should we write? What should we write to Mutated Eye? Comic on stream, and we love it. Vertigo's Funland is going to give me nightmares for weeks. My birthday is apparently in the next 7 days. It's at the end of this week. It's this Sunday. Gonna give me nightmares for weeks. It's this Sunday, so I'll probably stream on my birthday. Let's hope I'm done with that webcomics app story by then. Ha 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 ha. I can't sleep after episode 2. What do you guys think? Does that work? How does everyone feel about that? Because did that look like a respectful thing to leave for the creator? I mean, probably. That would have been really funny. That would have probably been really cute. I really love Tapas's audience interaction shit. I think it's really nice. Oh, why can't I share this with them? Is it not letting me? Or maybe they only accept privates? Why isn't it working? It's not letting me. Maybe it's because I'm not subscribed. I don't fucking know what the problem is, really. Just let me talk to this person. Oh, well. God. They love traumatizing people. Oh, maybe it's because I need to put an image. Do I need to put an image? I'm so confused why it won't let me, like, just comment something. Is it because the creator is on hiatus? I have no fucking clue. It's because Tapas hates me. True. Big if Jeff. Big if Jeff moment. Oh, there. The button is live, and I'm trying to click it, and it won't let me click it. Maybe it's because it thinks something is offensive? Yeah, it could have sent 3 times, but the thing is, I feel like if it did, it would be like here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. I tried. I feel like it, even if it's shared, I can't see it, so let me see. Can you like look at your profile and see your comments in places? Yeah, This is back when I worked on Val. Yeah, I should probably go like a bunch of chapters on this. Oh well. Unfortunately, it won't let me leave a little comment for the creator, which I would have loved to do. I think that'd be nice to get a little comment. Comic. Let me see if this will work. Is Aces. Because there's a high chance that it's because I wrote Nightmare. Nah, it just hates me. Okay, cool. Do I have ink? Let's give them my ink then. I'll give them what's left of my ink. 125. Let's put the message there. Let's give our support. Move on. That's all my ink. I might take this video down. Yeah, I found out 5 seconds ago my birthday was coming soon. Okay. Let me show you 2 comics I've read on Tapas that I think are really good. So this is Med. This is Med. Med is a very old comic, and I mean very old. It came out in 2016. It was already written in Korean in like 2014 or 15. It was created by a person called Mr. No Man. I've read all of Med illegally, if I'm honest. Med is a comic that takes place in like some kind of 1960s television show where the main character describes things and like where like the main narrator describes things and then you watch them happen in this like old-timey animatic version, and like it just looks kind of terrifying, if I'm honest. For example, this is chapter 2. In chapter 2 in Mr. No Man, they talk about, they're like, have you fallen in love, but you always fail? You don't have to worry. Introducing our new product, the Love Potion. Add your hair into the Love Potion and have your crush consume it. It's guaranteed to make them fall in love with you. Try it now. That's like the whole thing. You know? Yeah, I wish Ink did more, honestly. But yeah, that's like the whole thing. It's like takes place in this no man pharmaceuticals, gives you all these ads for these products that they make. And you start to think about the world that is built around these products. So for example, we just saw the thing with the Love Potion, and we see this episode about Lover Girl. And Lover Girl is wondering, the boy is wondering if Girl is in love with him. He gives her a flower, she throws them at him, he gives her a letter, she rips them up. He goes to buy a ring, he can't afford one. And then on his way home, he sees this ad, right? This Love Potion ad. And he makes it, puts his hair in it, and then he pours it in her drink, and then they start dating. But the thing with the Love Potion is you find out that you need to keep giving them the Love Potion. So you need to keep giving them the Love Potion to keep them, because if someone else falls in love with them and give them the Love Potion, they can take your love from you. In fact, the person will be in love with both of you, and it can cause a major overdose. And you watch this like situation happen with this woman falling in love with dozens of men she does not care about. She gets called a whore, a bitch at school, all that stuff. But fundamentally, it's built around the fact that all these people gave her a love potion, and then they break her heart like constantly, because this is real love. Like the potion formulates real chemical love. So when these people leave you because they're tired of you, because of all the stares you're getting, because of the public attention, you feel the genuine abandonment of losing a love. And the boy, who she has no idea how he feels anymore, well, he doesn't really take responsibility. And that's it. There's more to this, but I really love the series. You should read Med. I think Med in total to unlock costs like $30, I think, total. Let me check. See, to unlock the entirety of Med, no, it's not on there. Tapas used to have a thing where you could see how much it costs to unlock an entire series. How much does it cost to unlock an entire series again? God, where is the button? I don't know. Have they removed it? Have they removed the unlock series button? That sucks. That sucks. Anyway, the artwork is really cool. The work on Mad is really cool. I really love Mad. And then this is the other comic I read when I'm depressed. This is my comic Val from like 2016 or something. What's it called again? Oh yeah. There it is. This is comic by SP Potato. It's one of the few comics I've really completely purchased. So I do own every single episode of this. The Suicide Prevention Committee. It's great. It's a great read. You should buy it. But it's about suicide. And it basically starts off with these characters, of which there are three. Is one guy who's dealing with a lot of, I'll show you. So there's one guy who is essentially killing himself for vanity, if I'm honest. That's what he's doing, right? He's killing himself because he's really vain. There's one guy who wants to die because he's miserable. He just does not want to be alive anymore. There's one kid who... I should also be clear, by the way, these are their methods of death at the bottom. So he wants to be preserved. So like he wants to basically die normally and then be embalmed. He just wants to not exist. This is a child. This is a child. I will not further continue down this rabbit hole. This is how he wants to go. This person is not depressed. Like they don't want their life to end. But if it did, they wouldn't mind. And like now they're like, no, how can I make it end in that way? Like I don't want to take it myself. It's a really dark story in general because it's very upfront with how it feels about these things. And at the end of the story, someone does die, gets granted their wish to not live. So it's interesting. We cannot grant everyone's wishes. For this reason, we have decided to grant one of you the ultimate death. It's good. You should read this. These are my comics from Tapas I really like. I would put this on my top 10 list every year if it wasn't for the fact that I read this 6 years ago? 7? When did this come out? 2018 in English? Yeah. So 6 years ago. 5 years ago. But yeah, I follow this one basically straight up. I might read Vertigo's Funland more later. I want to look at something else because that was a lot. That was a lot. Did I get the DM? I got the DM with the trains, boys. I got the DM with the train. Oh, wow. That's a packed train. Huh. The Malaysian train system looks good, though. I like the train looks clean. Just looks really packed. Just looks really packed. Oh, you mean will I read it on my own more? Yeah, I will read it on my own more. Yeah, I've read a lot of comics. Like I maybe because I don't talk about it very often. I don't do this show because I'm just like a fucking weirdo. I read a lot of comics. I consume like hundreds of comics. This is the past year, the past like 5 months has been my moment of lowest readership. And that's still because I did the Webtoon call to action contest where I read 3,000 comics and I've really just burned myself out. Because I read 3,000 comics in like 2 months. And I burned myself out really hard. Like, no, I read them in like 5 months or whatever. But anyway, it just burned me out really hard. So now I don't really want to read anything. But I'm getting it back. So I'm reading a little bit more every so often now. So I read a ton of comics. I'm old. My comic love is old. I'll show you my favorite comic right now. My favorite comic website. No, my favorite old comic. That's the correct one. This is the comic I basically read most of my early life. This is the comic I read basically most of my early comics life. Is this? I didn't read MS Paint Adventures for quite a while. This is mine. Yeah, you did. I did the CTA. Nintendo, what was your comic? I maybe I might be able to get to my list of stuff. The one super well drawn comic on Global Comics. This one is one of my favorite comics drawn on Global Comics. Let me think. It should be on my list if it's anywhere. I love that God Slap is on here now. Let me see. Talked about in VC. Oh, you mean Remaster Monk. This one I think is the one you're thinking about. If it's Oh, that's odd. Yeah, the one with the bear. This one's like disturbingly drawn well. Like, I want to show people my childhood comic, but sure, I'll show you this first. This is called Remaster Monk, and like it's drawn so well that it's disgusting. Like, holy shit. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I love all of you, but none of you draw this well. I love all of you so much, but I don't know anyone who draws this well at all, because this is so fucking good. And there's only six pages. I'm so pissed. I want the creator to put out the rest of it. It's 6 pages free, and then I'm just like, where the fuck is the rest of it, Leviathan? So then I go to his Twitter account, and he just doesn't post anything, so I have no clue when the more is coming. Ugh. Hate this. Yeah, it's so disturbingly well drawn. Anyway, back to this. This is Achewood. Achewood is a very complicated comic to talk about because it feels... There's a great video from Thought Slime, a YouTuber that I sometimes watch, about Achewood, because I think Mildred, the host of Thought Slime, they do a really great job of covering this comic. Achewood is a very complicated thing to explain to people because it is very much a product of its time in a lot of ways. And it's a product of a person who sporadically cares about it. Not that they don't care about their comic, but they sporadically care enough to read it, to like make new episodes. There's a lot of Achewood. Achewood comes out whenever the creator feels like it. It started in 2001. And sometimes it's like really, it's jokes that don't even make sense. Like, here, this drum machine utterly confounds me. We have an instruction manual. Felipe is standing on it. I'm like, you see what I mean by there's no joke? Yeah, sometimes that's the joke. And then sometimes there's like the big fight. One of the best arcs that most Achewood people will tell you to start reading from is the big fight. In fact, let me see if I can find the big fight. Yeah, the great outdoor fight. I keep calling it the big fight. So the great outdoor fight is like one of the best sequences in Achewood completely. It gets basically premised from the beginning, but essentially you find out in Achewood that Raymond and his buddy, what matters is essentially that Raymond and his buddy end up having to go to this event called the Great Outdoor Fight. It's a 3-day, 3-acre, 3,000 men fight, and they travel there. But the thing is, it's during that entire process, they talk about going, etc. Talk about Rodney Leonard Stubbs, the person who won in 1973, and like they talk about what value that has to them, right? And like it's a conversation essentially about their relationship, about their own personal anxieties, about doing this event because of what it means to them, and it's very different from almost everything in Achewood. And also the thing with Achewood is everything leading up to the Great Outdoor Fight, while it does reference the Great Outdoor Fight the whole time, does not actually actively talk about the Great Outdoor Fight for a little bit. Like it talks about it, but it's not always about it until they get on the bike and they ride there. And Roast Beef, this character's name is Roast Beef, by the way. Roast Beef and Raymond ride there to the Great Outdoor Fight. And they fucking fight. I don't really know how to explain this. They fight. They win. It culminated in one of the greatest endings ever of any comic arc I've ever seen in my life. and they ride off. It's incredible. I don't know how to explain this. Also, here's another comic I really loved reading. Look at me, guys. I'm dating myself. By the way, if you're a creator who's not finished their comic and you're upset that your comic's going to take you 5-10 years to complete, try. Oh, this is there it is. Try making 3 volumes of a comic that take you 15 years to complete. This is Serenity Rose, basically the first comic I ever read with the lesbian character in it. first episode of Serenity Rose. If we go to book 1, chapter 1, first released 2002, originally written, it literally has first released on the internet in 2002, but it was originally written way before that in 1994. With Aaron even releasing the commentary track in this form. You can even look it up as well. This is not a real commentary track. But anyway, it came out in 2002. The whole thing was a joke. I wanted to drag you into the joke, but it's not worth it. Anyway, it came out in 2002. And it didn't complete until so this is volume 1, which is great. Volume 1 completed in 2013. No, this is volume 1. Yeah, for sure. So let me go. I need to fucking get to Serenity Rose Vicious Whisper chapters, which came out in 2010. 2013. Yeah, no, it's 2013. Yeah. So they've completed completely in 2013. And the thing for me is that Aaron Alexovich, in 2002 and in 2013, Aaron Alexovich has been working on the character of Serenity since 1994. Since 1997 at least. Because there is a copy on the internet of a video that was posted to the internet sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s, that is from Aaron. There's an animatic of Serenity. So I know for a fact this character is older than the release date of this comic. You can buy the book. It's a great read. You should read it. That's okay. If your comic isn't going to be done to 2027, that's okay. You can buy this book. You should buy it. It's a great purchase. Unfortunately, you can't buy individual chapters, which is what I wanted. I wanted to buy individual volumes of Serenity Rose, but I think Aaron has only ever sold it in one giant 500-page volume. Later, Sola. One giant 500-page volume. It's always sold out, and I never really know where to buy it. It did really well on the Kickstarter, and I've just not been able to buy it since. I have no fucking clue where to buy it. That's it. That's all. Aaron now draws for Invader Zim, so that's pretty good. Good for him. I really want to email Aaron and be like, hey, Aaron, can I buy a volume of Serenity Rose? Do you think he'll have one? You think I can still buy a volume of Serenity Rose from Aaron? I feel like he gets emails from fans all the time asking to buy volumes of Serenity Rose. I don't think he even has any more of them. The amount of handwork he did for Serenity's release was insane. And he did so many other things. Invader Zim comics, Wild Frankensteins, it's not scary. He did work. He did a lot of work. There's so many comics that I've read, and I feel like when I show you guys these things, I'm dating myself so fucking hard. I feel old when I talk about the comics I've read. You're right. I can't lose anything by emailing. Why not? Why don't we write Aaron an email, gang? Why don't we write Aaron an email? Or even better, maybe I find his Twitter and I can DM him. Oh, I don't follow him on this account. I follow him on my other account. I should follow him on this account. Aaron barely ever tweets. Last time he tweeted was January of this year. This is not his place. Anyway, let's write Aaron a little email, kids. To Aaron Alexovich, Serenity Rose, volume. Hey, Aaron. Okay, cool. I'm gonna send that email, and let's see if Aaron responds. He'll probably won't, because he's probably busy doing more important things in his life. But yeah. Let's see. What other comics have we not read? Who's got a suggestion before I read something else? Who's got a suggestion of a comic I can read that they would like me to look at, that they would like me to observe? Because I have time to read literally anything for a little bit longer. I think I can do one more. Actually, no, it's 1 a.m. I can only do one more. I can only do one more because I got work tomorrow. There's got to be a good one. Make it count. Make it count hard. Or else I'll read that Magical Boy comic. Okay, I'm going to read the Magical Boy comic then. Since the class refuses to offer me any suggestion. Yeah, thanks, Mika. read the one I was gonna read anyway. So this is the Magical Boy comic, which I have a lot of love for because it's really good. By the way, if you're a global comics person who like kind of cares about it, lol, Corgi, no, you sent me an email without proofreading it. It's okay. I'll forgive you, Corgs, because you're my chatter. Anyway, so here's like the Magical Boy Troubles comic. I wanted to say before I go on, if you're a global comics user or you care about this app website, or maybe you want me to cover them in more detail, let me know. But if you're a global comics person who likes the website and is waiting for the app, I want you to know. Yeah, you can resend it, by the way, Corgs. It's okay. You get to resend it. I'll give you one resend. If you're a global comics person who cares about when the app is coming out, I will be testing the app probably at some point, but I won't be able to talk about it because I managed to get on the beta, so I'll be able to test it, but I won't be able to talk about it. So who knows? Let's see what did you say? What did you say, Priest? Unfortunately, all of my income comes from support on Patreon, making webcomics 24/7. If I'm making as much as I'm making by the time I'm 25, I don't know what I'll do. You have any advice to make a decent living on webcomics? If you don't mind me asking. Sure, I don't mind telling you. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, Paris. Like, you sound like you could really use this product that we're making. But also, one of the smartest things you can realize about your comic production is that the comic you're working on right now is not the be-all, end-all point thing that will define your future earnings. Your comic is probably really good. I don't actually know what comic you make, Paris. I'm so sorry. In fact, I'm going to just look it up now. Paris Bouchon. Are you French, Paris? Oh, no, wait, no, you're Canadian. The worst kind of French. Yeah, I do remember. You make Misfits and Mako. Why did I say I don't remember? Am I stupid? I'm old. You make Misfits and Mako. Misfits and Mako is good. And like, it's a great product. Because I actually have read this. Good. I'm not dumb. I have read this. It's a good product. It's a good comic and a good product. And I think one of the problems you're just encountering is the fact that like it doesn't have like a wide reach like you would expect it to. And that's not your fault. That's in large part the platform that you're using. And that's in small part that you engage with your comic as a piece of art and you don't engage with your comic as a product. And that's not your fault. That's not a bad thing to do. But what it means, if you engage with a comic as a product like Merryweathery does, where you post it literally everywhere, you make the full comic and you make the 4-coma and you post it fucking everywhere, right? If you do that, if you use that strategy, and by everywhere, I mean literally everywhere. I'm talking Imager, fucking iFunny, everywhere, right? If you engage with your comic like a product and you try and get in front of as many eyes as possible, all redirecting to one place, hopefully, it's a great way to be popular. But it doesn't work if your comic itself is not a good product. You have a great comic, it's not a good product. And what I mean by that is like, because I think I said great product earlier, my bad, wrong thing. You have a good comic, not a great product. Because what I mean by that is like, your comic is a great comic to read. It's a wonderful piece of art. It's a wonderful story. One of the problems about it though is that you're not trying to sell. There's no like thing that would make it virally sell on the internet in the webcomic space. And you know what I mean by that because you've seen the way Merryweathery works, right? Merryweathery's whole deal is get tits out, sell it, right? That's what it used to be. Now it's get cute anime girls, sell it, you know? And then it just keeps going on like that. Cute anime girls, tits, sell it. There's nothing wrong with that strategy. It is a strategy that works. It's the strategy of a good product. It's a product that knows what it needs to be to hit the target market that is as wide as possible for the audience. Your product is very niche. And converting a very niche audience into a loyal paying subscriber base could require a few things. One of them being that you make for way longer. I think you're 20 now. In 5 years, your audience would easily triple, just off of the back of you making this. Even if you abandon it right here and then, your audience could easily double with nothing more than that, right? So I think for you, the best thing you can do is just be okay with your current trajectory. Don't stop pushing it, like pushing your socials, pushing your Patreon, pushing your TikTok, and think of new ways to reinvent your product so that it can be more widely appealing. So for example, if I go on your Instagram right now, which I'm gonna do, I'm so sorry. I hope that's not, why am I apologizing? Whatever, fuck you. And if I go on your Instagram right now, as an example, right? Instagram's a video platform now. But if I go on it, you've got like the comic, you've got like sneak peeks of the comic up, which is great, right? But maybe you want to make a more Instagram related version of Misfits and Mako. As in like Misfits and Mako for Instagram, where it's just 4 Coma stories exclusively. Stuff that you can easily turn into videos and turn it and voiceover and put out there, right? Where it's just exclusively the simplest, cheapest version of Misfit and Mako that can get around. And then you make the stories about non-relevant things. Put it in an AU. Put it in an AU that does not matter. And then you can say, hey, if you want to read the deeper story of Misfits and Mako, go to Webtoon. But if you want the fucking 4 Coma, here's Misfits and Mako, the 4 Coma. Right? Like I could easily see Misfits and Mako being a fucking slice of life anime. Slice of life comic. Like that's what I'm thinking of, right? And I'm gonna say this. It's not I'm saying this to you as advice. Is like this is advice to make money. It's advice to like grab people and make cash, but it doesn't guarantee you will get that. One of the things I had to learn for Webcomics Hub is you guys know I make these fucking long streams. You guys watch my long streams, and I love you all, but nobody else does, right? So my thing has been having to figure out how to make long streams marketable. And if you go to my Instagram, which I'm going to put up right now, right? If you go to the Webcomics Hub Instagram, which exists, we also have a TikTok. .com. If you go to the Webcomics Hub Instagram or TikTok, I post reels now. I'm making reels. There's a thing I'm doing right now is I'm making vertical reels where I make short versions of videos. And they're not very good, but like they fit the environment. So for example, Jesus Christ, Piers Morgan, disgusting. Sorry. They fit the environment. Like here's one that did pretty well on Insta. Is this one I did with my assistant Tyler. We were testing out ideas. The month of love, and we're talking about comics that make us just feel warm. Like I hate this video.
Picture this. You're fresh out of a confrontation with the law for kissing a robot. You know, we've all been there.
I hate this video so much.
Falls from the sky while coincidentally also running from the law. That's how Donnie, the main character.
Like this is the most generic kind of content imaginable. But it clicks well. It clicks well, people like it. That's really it. It clicks well and people like it. And that's the kind of thing that could get you more money or at least get you a new monetizable platform. And then the final thing that really will just help you make money, other than time and all these other things, is what Paige says in chat. Sell shit. A lot of creators realize that their comic doesn't make a lot of money in the virtual space, but physically it can make a ton of money. One of the most valuable things is being able to understand how to monetize your audience. Because your audience is confusing. They don't monetize well when it's a video, but they monetize really fucking well when it's a physical object, a physical product, right? And the margins on physical products, the margins on physical products are like really high. They can be really fucking high. Your margins can be like crazy high as well. So, it depends on what you're going for. Yeah, it's the best way I can put it. Why did I just go back to Paris and Bouchon? Let's see. Misfit Mako comic. Yeah, like why am I spelling this wrong? Oh, maybe it's because I haven't put an at in front of it. There it is. I don't know why it wouldn't show it to me. No, I understand you don't have a Redbubble, but like I don't mean Redbubbles. I mean hitting cons, hitting conventions. But also, even if you have a Redbubble, do you? Let me see. Actually, do you promote your Redbubble really well? Sorry, I'm literally about to litigate your fucking work. I shouldn't be doing this, but I just want to see something. Fan art the fan art email, blah, blah, blah. Where's the red bubble? You gotta promote the merch every episode. Look, if you want to go this route, you gotta sell your soul, love. Yeah, and also Inky's great. Make the sort of TikToks fans would make. Fans are important to you're trying to communicate with them, so you got to speak their language. It is easier to sell in person than online. Thank you, Paige. Cons are a great way to sell things. Going to events are a great way to sell things. Doing the convention route, the convention tour is something even the oldest comic creators have had to do, just because it's part of the game. You're the convention tour, you sell a couple books, you're golden. Find conventions near you, that you think your audience, or even just ask your audience where they're from. Like, do a genuine poll. Like, for example, one of the things our product can do is it can tell you if your audience is from America or from any other country in the world, but it doesn't tell you what states they're in. So a great thing you could always do is be like, hey, if you're American, what state are you in? If that will usually be your biggest audience pool. And you can find out where they are, and you can kind of target a con that's near most of them. Or you can just go to any con you want. Doesn't really matter. And encourage them to come and meet you. And you just be like, I'll be outside the con. You can come meet me. I've got some Misfits and Mako stuff to hand out. I've got some things to sell if you want to buy some books. And that's the kind of thing. Conversion in those places can be pretty high. Not always. The first couple times you go to a con, you will not make money. You might lose money the first time. The second time, you might break even. But it's a thing that starts making money by at least time 3, typically. But the conversion of cash is pretty high, especially if you're hitting multiple cons. You can also become a creator who makes convention-based content. So you make your comic, which is the thing that you want to make, it's your passion, and you make convention content so you can sell, fan art and merch when you're at conventions to strangers, and then move on. It depends. You need to remember, tables and artist alleys are all different prices, so you should look. It's never too low. Sometimes the price can be very low. So don't hold yourself to that. Sometimes the prices can be really low. For example, when I was in Denmark, the artist alley in Denmark is 300 Danish kroners, which is like $30, like $35. Some conventions offset all the cost of artist alley tables to exhibitors. And then artist alley people get to pay a really low rate. So do look into that. I know America, land of the free, home of the brave, home of the broken, dead, may not do that, but it's worth giving it a shot to check. Yeah, small art shows are great. Local art stores are also a really great source because a lot of them really want to support you, and as such, they will buy your stuff from you or sell it in like an agreement deal of, hey, I've made these illustrations. Do you think your audience would like to buy it? And then they would buy a few copies from you, or they would say, hey, if you put these up here and I'll sell them for you and I'll give you half the money. Like, be willing to, self-promotion hurts. It hurts like fuck. It's the most miserable thing. Think of how I feel when I ask you to give me money on patreon.com/webcomics hub, where you get a free monthly video. And you get direct access to me. You get to give me money to support the show. It's one of the things that allows us to do the journalistic work that we do all the time. Think of how that makes me feel, guys. Think of how that makes me feel on the inside. Like, it's not great, It doesn't feel good to market yourself to people. Also, Corgi, if you're still here, make sure you emailed reviews@webcomicshub.co.uk, not review, because I don't have your email. Maybe it's in my spam. Check. No, it's not. So yeah, make sure you check. Check your email. Anyway. Yeah, it's self-promotion is painful because you're basically asking people to give you stuff, but also because in part, and this is a really annoying part of being a creator, you don't believe your work is worth that much. It's one of the things that I've had to learn the hard way. Most creators don't believe their work is worth very much. And I don't blame them because usually our work isn't. But you need to remember that what we think about our work, what we think about the value of our work as creators is very different to what our audience believes. You guys think that I make good stuff. That's why you're here, right? I hate my work. I don't think you guys, let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something right now. I've never been this vulnerable on a stream. Oh, no. I'm going to show you guys something right now. I want to show you guys the dearth of videos that I've never put out, that you will never see. I think maybe only the patrons have access to. Right? I'm going to open my YouTube studio. I'm just going to go to content. Let me just filter visibility, unlisted, private. This is every video that I have never shown. This is 30 videos. I worked hard on them. This one took me hours. There are 30 different things. I did webcomics dubs. You guys don't even know this because you haven't seen them at all. I did a Grey Duke of Hell webcomic dub, and I did. Hey, Requiem, what's up? And I did a webcomic dub of Watermelon. You guys have never seen this. This is a never before seen video. Maybe patrons have seen it. That's it. Welcome back. You see, this is the never before seen video. This is effort. This took hours. It's not even that good. I made it ages ago.
It's not that life is fair.
You know, we had voice actors. We did all the work. I got permission from the Watermelon creator. Everything. I had all the work for this fucking thing.
We will get hurt and cry.
You know, like, it's a lot of fucking work, and this is never going to see the light of day. It's never coming out. It's been privated for since 2019. Is this ineligible? It's not ineligible. Why do you guys keep typing face purple wide eyes? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Anyway, is that like a BTTV thing? Is that a BTTV thing? Is that what I'm not seeing? Is that like a B? You guys you guys are using Twitch emotes on YouTube. You fucking animals. I hate you all. I hate you all so much. It's not even a YouTube thing. I'm looking. Oh, it is a YouTube thing. Holy shit. What? That is a YouTube thing. I didn't know. I don't even look at the YouTube emotes. But yeah, I have 30 videos. I did a podcast on the Webtoon contest. Privated it. I did a podcast on talking to Lana, who is now Devin, a dear friend, a person who I love, genuinely love. My friend Devin and I did a podcast together where we talked about their creative process and how they feel about comics and content. And I had to private it because they asked me to. I private tons of stuff that just never comes out. You know, I have these ones for patrons though. These patron only videos. You see these 3 patron only videos? These could be yours. And in them, I discuss some pretty important things, some really nice things. You know, any topic I want really. It's a great thing. You know, this video, like I did like just stuff is just here. And no, this doesn't include all the videos I've deleted. Doesn't include all the videos that just don't exist. It was well made. It was well made by a wonderful creator who I really respect. But like it's just never coming out. And that's okay. That's life. You know? These podcasts, these ones, like episode 4, 3, all these early ones, most of them are privated or unlisted because most of the like early podcasts are private or unlisted because I don't really like them, especially the super early ones. They're not what I want. I think represents us anymore in any meaningful way. I actually should unlist them again. I'm going to just do that now. The point I'm getting to is like, as a creator, much like you, I deal with the consistent desire, the consistent feeling of like, my work just isn't good, right? Good enough to sell to people, good enough for whatever. But like, you kind of have to like, just accept that sometimes. You know, like you kind of have to accept that that's how you feel about your work, but that doesn't mean that's what your work is. If that makes sense? I hope that makes sense. I actually just realized those were just the videos. I forgot to show you the live streams that are privated because there's more of those. I've made way more of those. Let me show you that. Let's go to filter, uh, visibility, private, unlisted, apply. Just a bunch of these. There's 11 full-on live streams that I made that are completely finished and done and organized, etc., that are just privated for lots of little reasons. I didn't like this one. This Tapas one is so old. You know, like experience gap one I didn't really like anymore. Like things like that. They're just privated. No one's ever gonna see them. But like it's the nature of being a creator, right? And like one of the most important things as a creator you have to learn how to do is accept that you suck. That's okay, because you do suck. You do suck. But like people out there legitimately would give their soul for your work. So it doesn't matter that you suck. Like it's fine that you suck. It's okay. Like it's okay that you're not very good, because there are a whole bunch of people out there who think that you're not very good is excellent and will pay money for you're not very good. And you just have to, you need to like bite your tongue and just do it. When I tell you guys, give me money on Patreon, do you know how many years it took me to get to that? Do you guys know how many pieces of work that I work on uncredited completely? I have a bunch of things I do completely uncredited. I'm working right now on a Webtoon radio show, and I'm not crediting myself in that radio show. You will know it's me. You will know that I worked on it because, you'll see it. But it's not going on this channel. It's going on someone else's channel. And when it's out, my name isn't even going to be in the credits. Because I just have very severe imposter syndrome. But it's just the nature of creating things. Sometimes you gotta, if you really want that thing to make you money, if you really want that thing to become your job, you have to like bite your tongue and become your biggest hype man. You gotta like spend every day telling yourself that this is the thing you want to do, is the thing you want to be, and like as such, you're not gonna hold yourself back. You're gonna sell yourself you're gonna overhype yourself. Like, what did Jay-Z say? What would you rather be underpaid or overrated, right? And I would rather be overrated. I don't want to be underpaid, like, like, and if that's what you want, and frankly, if you think you're overrated, that's fine. If you're getting paid enough, it's fine. It's totally fine. Say what you want to say about Merriweather's content. Say how you feel. You might hate it. You might not like it. You might think that his content is a little bit generic, whatever. Say what you want to say. Everyone in that company, despite whatever problems there might be in terms of structure or whatever that I've heard, although I do believe that those are being ironed out, and I think that the company itself is overall a good thing. Everyone at that company is eating good. Everyone's eating good, right? And sometimes that's just what you have to accept that that's it. What life do you want? Do you want to eat good, or do you want to be on your fucking shitty moral high ground? I don't mean like be unethical. I just mean like in terms of being a creator, is being like the greatest artiste the most important thing, or is making enough money to eat the most important thing? We don't live in Venetian Italy anymore. Nobody's fucking nobody's hiring me, moving me into their house, paying me a stipend of $1,000 a month just to make one piece of art, while feeding me and everything. Sam, you guys don't even plaster comments on my own videos. You want to go plaster comments on someone else's videos? Where are my comments? You fucking assholes. You don't come to my videos and make comments. I should be getting like at least 1,000 comments, like 10 comments a video. You assholes have so many opinions, and yet you don't leave me shit. I don't even care. I just wanted to complain because sometimes it makes me laugh. Always one person will like the thing that you made, no matter how fucking bad it is. Putting yourself out there for people to consume and judge, just be like that sometimes. It really do just be like that, Kiki. Representation of the 20% male audience that I have and the 25% of non-binary that I have. because I forget. Cringe. Yeah, you do comment. Marjorie, you do comment. I'll give you that. And they're like, oh, I'm like, just comment anyway. Sam, you bastard. This you're worse than Sean. Because at least Sean was like a dick about it. Speaking of, where is Sean McFarlane? What the fuck has he been up to? Where's that son of a bitch? You're gonna find him. You're gonna find him and ask him why he's not around. I bet he watches this and hasn't commented in months. And then he'll hear this and then he'll comment. Because that's the kind of person he is. An animal. I know like all of my viewers' names, and it's the funnest thing ever. I love that I just can talk about how all of you are like. It makes me really happy. Anyway. I only comment when I miss the stream. Do you want me to be successful, or do you want me to remain a thousand subscriber Andy? Do you want me to be? I want to become a 2,000 viewer Andy. God damn it! I want to. I want to hit 2,000 views at least a month. No, not a month. 2,000 views at least a stream. Come on. If you want to become at least a 40 viewer Andy, you gotta you gotta comment. You gotta like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on every video I make, every live stream I put out. And then I'll become huge. And then you guys will call me Nen Paul because I'll join the Paul family. And then I'll make a video in a suicide forest. I'll make a video in a suicide forest. And then I will post a video with my avatar going, wait, hold on. Should I make a scene with my avatar? It's just my avatar. Hold on. You guys are experiencing what it's like to like what I'm like when nobody's looking. just the pure unbridled fucking chaos that is my life. I'm so sorry. It derailed so fast. But I'm not even regretting it. I'm just gonna I'll get to this magical boy comic in a bit. Okay, okay. Do you need to talk with someone? No, I'm all right. There. Let's do that again. Okay, guys, I'm just here to talk to you about the time I was in a suicide forest that I posted on the internet. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to talk to you about this because I really thought I should address the allegations directly. And I just want to say that I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I am simply here to apologize. What I came across that day in the woods was obviously unplanned. The reactions you saw on tape were raw, they were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react. None- Sorry, wait 1 second. One second. I promise you, this will be completely worth it in like but a moment. promise you, this will be exactly what I want it to be in but a moment. Let me just. That's a good one. That's a good one. There. Excellent. Just 1 second. This is my favorite thing to do on stream. Okay, there. So none of us knew how to react or feel. I should have never posted that that video. I should have put the cameras down and stopped recording what we were going through. There are a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected by this video. Corgi, no! Don't give YouTube your money. Put it on fucking Patreon. Thank you, Corgi, by the way. I appreciate it. That's my first super chat. I forgot I even had that feature on. Free Nan did nothing wrong. Free Nan. I don't deserve to be defended. The goal of my content is always to entertain and to push the boundaries, to be all-inclusive in the world I live in. I share almost everything I do. The intent is never to be heartless, cruel, or malicious. Like I said, I made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm ashamed of myself, and I'm disappointed in myself, and I promise to be better, and I will be better. Thank you. Such a fucking stupid video. I feel bad. Anyone who fucking shows up at this moment, they're going like, what's going on in that webcomic stream I hear about on the YouTubes? And then it's just me apologizing for the suicide forest. Oh my fucking God. Oh. But yeah, I forgot I had super chats on. I've had them for 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. I've had them for 2 months. I have like all the chats off. I have super thanks. I have super chats. I have all those things working. I just don't tell people about them. I have memberships. I have channel memberships on. If people don't trust Patreon, they want to give their money to YouTube. I've always had channel memberships for since October. I just don't talk about it because I'm the worst marketer. Do you see the thing I was talking about earlier coming to bite me in the ass? Yeah. So guys, so now that we're let's go to the suicide forest, Japan. You know, I'll make Corgi a moderator. I think Luxiva is in there, but she was gone for a bit. Just reading comics and apologizing for the suicide forest video. The way my brain pulls content together is genuinely fucking unhinged. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. To everybody who had to suffer through that. I'm supposed to go to bed 30 minutes ago. Whatever, I guess. You know, we're fucked. We out here. Vibing. Not a single cup of tea. Not a single tea. Look, Siva. Okay. All right. Gang, stop. We will do our job. All you people looking at your fucking drawing tablets, laughing because I did the suicide forest apology. Look at the screen, goddammit. We've got a comic to read. Okay? We're gonna take it seriously. We're gonna read Magical Boy Troubles. We're gonna read it. We're gonna be done. Okay? We're gonna fucking do it. By hook or by crook. God damn it. No! Live reporting from the forest. Dan has a derailment. Oh my God. Wait 1 second. Where's the other YouTuber apology copy pasta? Oh God, goodbye, Paris. Oh, you left just before my YouTuber apology copy pasta. Guys, so I just want you to know that I'm really humbling hey guys, as you can see, Hey guys, as you can see, this is not a normal video. Obviously, I'm not in my studio right now. I'm recording from the forest, and I just want to say I'm sorry. I was in a really dark place yesterday. I've had a lot of time thinking about my actions and words since yesterday. And looking back, I was really young yesterday. I've grown mentally since that in that 1 day span. And I would like to say that I didn't mean what I said. I do not regret saying what I said. I do not regret showing you the video of the forest, but I obviously do believe now that it was inappropriate. I meant to say it, and I'm not taking it back. But I obviously don't believe it was appropriate. I'm really humbling myself, and I'm going to be a whole new person now. I will not be a different person from now on. The videos will be exactly the same, and nothing will change. Nothing will stop me from going to this fucking forest again. But my videos are also going to be different from now on, and I regret everything. Thank you. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. Okay, let's read the comic now. I forgot the sigh. That's the problem. I didn't sigh hard enough. I didn't sigh hard enough for the channel. Actually, because it opens with like a, how am I going to talk to them about this boy playing with my dog because I'm fucking T. Martin after I've scammed children out of money. God, that's such an aged fucking scam. I really aged myself with that one. Okay, let's read it. Magical Boy Troubles. Serious time. Let's go. So this comic is really beautiful. I just want to say, like, if you want to think of if you've ever heard me complain, all right, bye, Paris. Jesus Christ, she stayed. Can't believe she stayed for that. But if you want to, if you guys think about every complaint I've ever made about a comic, this comic, in my genuine opinion, solves all of them. Genuinely believe that, and I think it's better read, honestly, on Global Comics. In large part because of this ability to double page spread really makes the comic so beautiful every single time. Anyway, so I know it's on Tapas too, but I do love the Global Comics read system. Sailor Moon colors are great. Yeah, I agree. Global Comics' pagination is so much better. And I've seen, from someone who has seen some things, I can say that like it reads really well too. It reads really well too on any device. That's the best way I can say it. Okay. So my favorite thing, the things I don't like about this comic is that the typesetting in the bubbles is really bad. Like that's one of the problems I still have with it. The general typesetting is not good. In my opinion, there's too much blank space. There's so much art here that could have easily, this text could easily have been bigger, or these bubbles could have been smaller. When I complain about typesetting, one of the things I'm trying to get across is like readers, you need to service the reader well by showing them a what's the best way to say it? By showing them a bubble that essentially like looks like it fits the text appropriately, right? And these don't, in my opinion. There's just too much space. And that's one of the reasons I didn't really like reading this comic a little bit, but the sound effects really bring everything together. Like the art, the colors, and the sound effects are so beautiful. And the story, of course, is very cute. That's really one of the big things for it. My man he got a coffee, no milk, he got an iced coffee, but no milk, no ice. So it's just a cold coffee. Lettering is invisible when done averagely. Lettering is notable when it's done. Lettering is visible when it's done really well or really poorly. But lettering is invisible when it's done to an average standard. That's my opinion on that. Juan, don't drink that. This looks like it has milk in it. You know that gives you tummy aches. God, they're so cute. There's someone out there that it's gonna be the most out of left field thing I'm gonna say today, but there's someone out there that gets off to this comic. Like, holy shit. The way they draw this man, these two, no. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Anyway, so like here's what happens. My favorite part about this comic is that something happens during their date, and then the magical boy has to go out and fight magical boy crime, and then he goes home and talks to I think who's his mom, and they basically help him get magical boy powers too, so that he can transform and go and be there for his boyfriend. It's so fucking adorable. Like and how that happens essentially is like they get attacked by an evil magical boy. No, 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 not there's someone out there for everyone. Fuck off. There's someone out there that gets off to this comic is the truth. But yeah, boyfriend gets attacked by an evil magical boy, and like is getting consumed, and is like beginning to forget. Realizing that he might forget Kikyo, and then Kikyo comes to save him. Sees that Juan is the one being attacked. As he sinks in, I don't know where it happens, but here, yeah, he randomly gets magical boy powers. He has the power to grow things or whatever, and then he transforms, and then they're so beautiful together. Oh my god! Look at them. Look, no, it's not fucking tentacles, you monster. Also, Corgi, I still don't have your fucking email. Please check it. I need your email. I need it. I need it back. But no, yeah, like I have no fucking clue. Like I don't remember the story. I just remember I really loved the look, the vibes, everything. It's so beautiful. It's a little horny. It's a little horny, but it's horny in a wholesome way. They kill her with the lovely wedding cross. Then that's how they defeat her. And then they make out. Me and who, guys? Me and who? Me and who? Who's here with me that we're doing this in front of the Starbucks? Me and who is doing this in front of the Starbucks? It's so beautiful. God. Like very few comics are this beautiful. And they barely have backgrounds, which is my favorite thing. It's an action comic with barely any backgrounds that looks incredibly beautiful. And as such, you just can't looks if I'll show you the tentacles here. Here's the tentacles. Here they are. There, tentacles 1, tentacles 2 and 3. My 20% male audience. BL isn't even made for my 20% male audience. I'm not gonna kiss my 20% male audience. They're gross. They have cooties. They have cooties for sure. Like the 20% males, Kiki and fucking Sam, y'all have cooties. And Hika, y'all have cooties. Peace out. The tentacles give rise to a wholesome flower, though, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Which is adorable. What did you just post? Is that an iDubbbz laughing emoji? It's like, what the fuck is that? Oh, Venom. It's one of those VTubers. Fuck off. All right, cool. Good to know that I'm being. And then this is the worst part. Because of the way Webtoon's Global Comics' scaling works, whenever it has like dual pages, it tries to make both pages like fit together. So if I did this page loads normally, which is great because it's an adorable fucking page, because the next page is a Webtoon page. You didn't spell it right, did you? No, it's fine. It's fixable. Global Comics is so useful. Like, look at these little things. You can get this. You can do all these fit to height. Like, I love these settings. You can even enable like an immersive reader, which when you're reading will remove all the controls. Stuff. I'm not going to refute it, but I'm a saint. Thank you. Oh, I got the email. There it is. I just heard it. You're like the worst speller. This comic is so fucking goddamn beautiful. The creator should learn how to make webtoons. And then, oh my god, guys, look, let's be princely today. Me and who? Me and who? I'm 6'6". Which one of you am I carrying home? Which one of you? Which one of my 20% male audience am I carrying home? Because like the rest of y'all, sorry. Which of my 20% male audience, 25% non-binary audience am I carrying home like this? Me and who? Because apparently it's just me. I'm 6'6", gang. I can carry all of you. Don't worry about it. I can carry all of you at the same time. I can carry all of you boys. Sam, Hika, frickin' Kiki, let's go. Non-binary, 5'3", quality. I can carry all three of these fools. Same time, same place. Mark. I can carry Mark. I can carry Mark for sure. What the fuck? Did you say I have cooties? I've never been more offended in my fucking life. Holy shit. This is the worst thing you've ever said to me. You can fall off a cliff. Anyway, because that was offensive. I take figure. You homophobic motherfuckers. God, this is so cute. Y'all won't let me carry you, Princess carry you. It's because you're all homophobic. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Yo, is he dressed like a succubus? It's dressed like a succubus. What the fuck? I did like it. I think I followed it. Creator. It's so good. Yeah. It's a great, beautiful comic about Juan and his boyfriend Kikyo. And I don't know, there's nothing to complain about other than the typesetting. But everyone fucks up typesetting. So it's not even a real complaint anymore. Like, I would recommend that you read this on GC, to be honest. And this is it. It's in my top 10 list. Piggyback rides are not cute. Piggyback rides are boring. They are bland. If you take piggyback rides, it's because you are drunk or because you are not cool enough. I did nothing wrong. I say this. They hated me because I was based and I spoke the truth. Piggyback rides make me taller. That's such a fucking. That's a statement. Let me see what you sent me. Oh wow, it's Korg's cough. You put a dog. You really trying to blackmail me to whitemail me with a dog? Okay, it works. To be honest, I'll be fair with you. That actually did kind of work. Okay, maybe I'm gonna read it. All right, Korgs. You win this time. Okay. Such a stupid stream. I feel bad for whoever watches this because they're just gonna start watching it and be like, Nen's reading some comics. That's gonna be great. And they get to the end of it. And as they get closer and closer to the end, they just notice that I start doing things like going, by the way, would you like to hear me apologize for the suicide forest? Yeah. Such a fucking stupid thing. Anyway, great time to ask me questions is now because I want to end the stream soon. So ask me anything you haven't asked me. I even have book recommendations for you if you'd like some. But I can show you some. I might have to face reveal, but no, actually I wouldn't have to. I can show you them with this. Tangents are very fun. I love my tangents. They fuel my power. I have book recommendations for creating. I have book recommendations for reading. Everything. So if you want some of those, tell me. If you want to just ask me a question that you want me to answer, that you think I might have an answer to, ask it. Because this is your last chance. You want a book recom? Okay. I'll show you a book that I'm reading right now. I'm reading it right now. This is my favorite book for writers. I recommend this to every writer. Please get the good cover. Don't get the shit cover. This is the shit cover. Awful. Get this cover. This is Sin and Syntax by Constance Hale. It's how to write. It's how to craft wicked good prose. And the best way to explain it is that Constance is very smart. Constance is incredibly smart. She knows She knows how to write, how to create wickedly effective prose and to write wicked good prose. It's just great. Email for reviews, yeah. Email for reviews. Reviews aren't guaranteed, but you can email and pitch it, and I'll see if I have time. Do I think TikTok is the only viable way to get readers at the moment? No, it's not. But it's a great way to get readers. One of the biggest things about TikTok is it's not even that viable. You need to still make good stuff. I think the most viable way to get readers is to do the same thing that I do when I want to get people watching my show. Go on Reddit. Reddit's still, my opinion, one of the best places to gain a groundswell of readers, a solid base groundswell, because Reddit people aren't into much. When they're into something, that's their whole fucking identity. I think if you want to just build readership like size, getting yourself out there, I think the best way to do that really is to really get yourself out there. Do interviews with magazines, pitch stories to people, get into communities and talk about your comic, cross promote with people you respect. Don't cross promote just cause. Find a creator that you respect their work, you respect them as a person, you really like their vibes, and you have similar vibes. So your audiences gain a lot from having more of your that type of comic to read, and cross promote with them. TikTok gets the most exposure, but it doesn't get the most conversion. TikTok's biggest problem is that it lacks conversion. The conversion of TikTok is shit, really bad. Yeah, you'll have bad luck with Reddit. That happens, but sometimes you just need to recraft your content. One of the things you're going to learn really hard is that Reddit is picky because Reddit knows what they like. They know what they like really well. They're not here for what you like. They're here for what they like. So you're going to have bad luck with Reddit, but you need to think about what you could do to change your work to make it more applicable for the environment. That's the biggest thing about marketing, is remembering that your product needs to be tailored to the market, not the other way around. Sometimes your product is perfect to the market, but often you need to tailor your product to the market. The market is never going to tailor itself towards you. If I was still making the streams that I used to make back in 2017, none of you would like me. Reddit is very confusing. It's very confusing, but it's also very manipulable, which is a really sad thing. If you're a big creator, you can really manipulate Reddit really hard. I mean big, like you can mobilize people, you can manipulate Reddit really hard. But Reddit's very manipulable, and often is being manipulated by other creators to get themselves to where they want to be. But I would recommend engaging with the communities that you really like, engaging actively, being a part of them, contributing, not just like posting, but contributing to other people's stuff. And most especially for growing, tell your audience to recommend your comic. Like, you just have to. Like, you need to be able to tell your audience, hey, guys, share my content. Like, I'll tell you, share my videos. If you guys see something that I make that you like, even if it's just a clip of my videos that you really like, share it. Please share it. If you like my thumbnails, share it. Share my content. Because when you share my content, it gets to more people. One of the most effective marketing tools is word of mouth. Because word of mouth comes with the inherent belief in you, the person whose mouth is spreading the word. If Kiki recommended me, like, let me put it to you in a way that I understand. Let's say I wanted to buy heroin. So you need to treat basically every product on the internet like heroin, because there's a ton of it. Some of it sucks. Some of it's cut with stuff that you don't want. Some of it's cut with stuff that you do want. And some of it is just downright dangerous, right? Let's say I wanted some really solid heroin right now, for the kind of heroin I want. I go to Kiki. And Kiki recommends me a heroin guy, and I go buy heroin from him. That's what will happen. Like, Kiki will recommend me a guy, and I'll go buy it. If I read about a heroin guy on Reddit, not that much value. If I knew a heroin guy in my street, but I've never really bought from him, not that much value. But if Kiki tells me to go buy from that guy, because I trust Kiki, I'll buy it. One of the most effective tools of marketing is word of mouth. I'm using drugs because, yeah, it's drugs. It's like drugs. It literally is like pushing drugs. You're making a product that not everyone wants and some people want to get rid of. And fundamentally, you're trying to convince people who have had similar things to you, similar things to what you're selling, that it's worth buying. Like it's just the way content works. Content is the drugs of the internet. You want to, and you need to remember, like much like you're trying to ask people to invest themselves. Don't do comics, kids. Yeah, don't do comics, kids. But you're trying to ask people to invest themselves in your work. Like you're asking them for their time, not just once, not twice, but every week for months. Magical Boy comic can, Magical Boy Troubles can actually be more easily marketed than Talon Hunter, which is literally updating right now and pinging me that it's updating right now. See, 5 days ago, Sierra pinged me that she's updating. Right, but like keeping up with weekly comics is a lot harder than keeping up with a single issue of a comic. And if you're making a weekly release, you got to make it worth their while. And you also got to try different things. Like here's something that I really think you guys haven't tried. Hold on, I think it was there. It was Devin Bosco Lee that did it first. I've always wanted to talk to Devin. I have like some crazy respect for him. I think it was Devin. Let me see. Yeah, there's posting it on like making your audience love you enough to do that is really key. And it's hard to do. I don't think it was Random Philly. I think it was, what was it? There's a comic that's like Random Philia, but it's not Random Philia. Genres, comedy. Can I take it back? I don't know why Webtoon's loading so slow on my computer. It's not Live With Yourself. It's not Skullgirls. Bad Skullgirls comic. Because the person who did this is a great person. I would love to show you what he did because I think it's really smart. Where is it? Fuck. I recognize the thumbnail. I don't recognize the name anymore. It seems. It's not Epic V. Is it Random Philia? No, he used to do like a fan art thing at the end of every chapter. End of chapter sometimes. And it was really, it's an old comic. It's ended. It's not part of these ongoing. Oh, there. It was Safely. I think it was Safely Endangered by Chris McCoy. I think. Is he still making this? Maybe it was Random Philia then. Okay. What matters is at the end of one of these comics, I don't remember which one apparently because I'm old. This was back when Where Tangents Meet was a really big comic. I don't know if you guys remember Where Tangents Meet. It was a really popular comic. It was as popular in it back then as I Love You was popular when it was in its heyday, right? That level of like everyone on the platform knew about it. Everyone on the platform was reading it. Everyone knew about, what was going on with maybe it was Safely Endangered. Everyone knew what was going on with the comic, right? And then either Devin Bosco Lee or the Safely Endangered creator used to draw this little fan art thing. Maybe it was little fan art thing at the end of the chapters that they would do that they called Where Detergents Meet. It was a joke on Where Tangents Meet. That was a spin-off of one of the biggest comics on the platform. And people got invested in it because he basically copied the story, but he made it about people doing laundry. And it was just a sub comic in his comic. So people would, God, where the fuck? It wasn't Random Philia. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. I'm not old. Yeah, this is it. So he drew some test chapters of this before, and he put this in an episode of Random Philia. See that pathetic dirtbag right there? That's me. I told myself I would never fall in love. Here I'm brooding about it like a little girl. And it's literally Where Tangents Meet spinoff inside of his comic called Where Detergents Meet. Right? And this is really popular when it came out. Like, yeah, it was Devin. Really popular when it came out. He drew it at the bottom of a couple of chapters. Like, it was literally popular for maybe a few months. God, I don't know if he stopped doing it at some point. Maybe they've cut them out. It looks like they've cut out all those. It looks like they've cut all of them out because they used to all be there. Webtoon does sometimes go back and edit comics. Oh, there it is. Here. He used to do these little mini comics at the bottom of comics, at the bottom of a regular comic that he'd draw. And where Detergents Meet was one of them. Um, God, when did he do it? I don't remember. But he basically, it got really popular. Then he made a proper release of Where Detergents Meet in his comic because he marketed himself using the reality of the fact that, like, you know, people came because he took a thing that they loved and he spinned it off a little bit into something more fun for them. And I would recommend, if you make content that allows you this flexibility, that you do that. Make a cute fan episode of your friend's comic that you really respect, or of a big comic. Make a Lore Olympus ripoff. Make an episode that looks like Lore Olympus. Like, this is comics. This is not, there's nothing wrong with stealing an art style for the sake of a short little parody. Doing things like that is a great way to reach audiences and tell your story like normal. You know? Make an OMAKE chapter. Embrace the omakes. Omakes aren't just made by my manga artists because they're bored. They're made by manga artists because it's a great way to market your content. People resonate a lot more with with less involved content that doesn't require as much to know than they do with things that require like knowing your fucking lore. You know, like that's just the truth, unfortunately. Let's see, has Devin brought out anything since? Let me see. He is not. It's kind of sad. You know, or do what Shen does. I don't know if you guys know this, but Shen has a whole secret comic. I say secret comic. It's not really secret, but he has a whole secret comic called Shen Comics. That isn't like any of his other main stuff. And he used to post here when he was on hiatus. He would post here in Canvas, and a lot of the most popular things he made was stuff that went in here. You know, like accepting the fact that your comic, your serious comic or your long running comic just can't really attract new readers anymore is okay. Make something less serious. Speak to people on a level that they can appreciate. You know, like you guys know Toaster Dude, right? Toaster Dude was made by Soper Salad, a creator who I really respect and I love because she's my friend. And she made Toaster Dude as like a joke comic while she was working on Sunnyside Skies, a comic with a bunch of story and lore. And people really attached themselves to this comic. It won a fucking, did it win a Ringo or an Eisner? Like, I think it won a Ringo. I think it won a Ringo, which is, to me, very funny. Let me see if I'm right. I think it got nominated for an Eisner or something. Yeah, it won a Ringo. It won the 2019 Ringo Awards. Where is it? Favorite hero? Toaster Dude. Like, you know, like she won a Ringo off of the fact that she made a story, and she also made her audience vote. But she made a story that was not serious. It had to get relaunched. The relaunch is completely different, so that's why this is all still up. But Toaster Dude is, I don't know if all this is still up. I think she took it down actually. No, it's still up, yeah. But Toaster Dude is, you know, is a fun story. She made it to blow off steam. Like, one of the problems I think a lot of creators have when they're saying, I want to be big in X amount of time, is that they forget that to get there, you've got to enjoy making this fucking comic. Like, if you don't enjoy making this comic, you will never get to the stage where you are making the thing you want to make. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I don't fucking know. I'm old. You know, like, engage with your and especially with Webtoon being the way it is now, where you can actually see what other stuff your creator makes, right? It's great. It's really fun that you can just kind of open someone's thing and go check it, and people do check it out. So it's not strange that it's not a strange thing to do. It's actually a very good marketing tactic. You get your audience finding something new to read that isn't the same comic they've been reading for maybe eight months because they're probably exhausted of it, and it gets you doing something that isn't the same comic you've been drawing for 2 years because it stops you from freaking out. Like, all in all, it adds up, in my opinion. All in all, it adds up. Yeah, they can tell if you still have it. And the reality of making comics is, at some point, even if you love making your comic, you're gonna get tired. You should just let yourself take a break. You know, one of my favorite comics right now, one of my favorite creators makes Blackburn, I feel like I talk about Momojiji a lot, but Momojiji makes Blackburn. Momojiji also makes like all of this other stuff. You know, they make all this other stuff, all these other comics, and like Mount Draco. I own the book for Mount Draco. You know, I own the book for Blue Scale, and they make this stuff because it's a way of, you know, it's part of their brainworms, but it's a way of blowing off steam, making something new. Or another creator I really respect, and I really love their work. I feel like I misspelled their name. The creator of Broccoli Soup, Secret Pie, the creator of Broccoli Soup. The name is Secret Pie. They make one. They've made other comics, specifically the Call to Action contest, but they also made this goofy little comic that is a dumb joke comic that is absolutely fucking unhinged. I really love it. It's really good. You want to see the peak of art? Let me show you. Oh boy, do I love Cheez-Its. Love of my life and giver of sweet cheese. You need to wake up, Kevin. It's been too long. But sometimes he says things we don't like. And yet, why does the Cheez-Its keep calling me? Even though I've trapped myself in the sleep dimension for a reason. Could it perhaps be a challenge? I see. To see if I can handle the outside? Nah, man, it's because I'm worried about you, bro. I mean, yeah, I want you to be able to handle the outside, but you haven't woken up in like a cajillion years. That's not really self-care. That's not really self-care of you. But I have to first delete my inner demons. Oh God, oh fuck. And you know, when you make something like this, you really blow off a ton of steam. Descension into Delightment is pretty good, in my opinion. It gets better. It ends really well. But also, even in their own comic, Pi makes their comic in a very unique way, in my opinion. They change art styles every time they go from, because so in their comic, their character travels from universe to universe. So they take advantage of that to change art styles every so often. That art style change is what allows them to essentially keep the comic feeling fresh. This is what the comic looked like in the Trial of Bunny arc, right? Check this out. Look at this style. Look at the look. And then this is how the comic looked like in the in the Curse of the Fire Demon, Souls of the Damned arc, right? It looked like this. You can see it's a substantially different looking piece of art, you know, a different drawing style, a different feel, a different vibe going on. I don't know. Like, look, what I'm trying to get to you is this, right? Do you want to become a big creator? Give yourself a break and make things that can attract more readers, and accept the fact that your long running comic isn't the be all and end all, and probably isn't even that good. It's good enough to acquire people who love it, but it's not good enough to acquire people who just kind of feel ambivalent about it. So maybe make something that works for those people. Make other products. Give yourself more of a shot. Give yourself more room. Actually, is better. Don't just hedge all your bets on one comic for the next 20 years. Yeah, that's really all I want to say. I'm sorry, I just went into I went into like the deepest rabbit hole my brain could imagine, and I didn't get out of it until just now. Why my phone has been going off is beyond me. Who's talking to me? Anyway, it's 2 a.m. here, and I want to make fried chicken because I'm actually really hungry. So I'm gonna take one last question, and then I'm gonna go. One last one before I have to leave. Making fried chicken is like the dumbest fucking thing. It's not even a joke as well. That's the worst part. I mean it. I really do. Hey, Magic Fire. You're new? I've never seen you before. Welcome. Nice to have someone new around. Have a good evening, and thanks for joining. Thank you. It's 2 a.m., so it's have a good morning, but go off, King. Go off, Your Majesty. Like, I did. I stayed. You missed the whole thing about making comics. That was like the worst rabbit hole. I'm leaving in like 5 seconds. I'm giving room for one question. One singular question before I go. Bye, Kiki. Okay. Ask me the goddamn question and I can go. I want to make sure everyone has time to do it. One, and then I can like answer it, and then I can go make fried chicken. Okay, well, fuck you guys, I guess. You guys fucking hate me. They say, let me answer one question and then let me make chicken. And then nobody fucking listens. They just hear the bit where I'm going. Oh, God, I hate you all so much. None of you listen. The worst audience. They're just going. Like literally, y'all are criminals. Just how laggy is everybody? Is nobody hearing the bit where I said, "Oh, what sauce do I use in my fried chicken?" All right, let me hit you with that good, girl. Corgi, let me hit you with that good. Get this. Okay, paginated versus scroll. They both have values. That's not a fair question. Oh, I was so thorough. Excellent. If the universe is a simulation, why aren't there any more elephants? Because frankly, the simulation is kind of boring. The universe is the simulation. If the universe is a simulation, it's the most boring simulation ever. It's run by some guy named Jeff, who's probably a tech pro in his universe. And what sauce do I use in my fried chicken? Actually, I'm a weird one. It depends. When I make fried whole chicken drumsticks, and I tend to use either blue cheese sauce, which I really like, but I don't have any to make, or I actually just kind of raw dog it, like straight up, nothing, no additional stuff. I like to make sure my chicken is covered in MSG and salt. I just go at that. But I usually eat it with like curry or something, so I don't need a sauce. Yeah, ain't unheard of. Yeah, I would love to do more streams like this. I might start doing more of these to give me a break between news weeks. Ranch is not bad. I don't like ranch. Yeah, I know you love raw dog Luxiva, you disgusting little bastard. I like the crack salt. You gotta get yourself some of that kosher good, or some of that diamond flaky salt, baby. Shut the fuck up, Alexa. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so she just spoke. But yeah, you gotta use some of that good, that salt, that fucking MSG. Sprinkle it like Salt Bay on your chicken, and that's good enough for me. Yeah. Barbecue. Yeah, I have like 16 packets of barbecue sauce from McDonald's in my house. So I'm not really that far off from you. I guess I too like barbecue. All right. I love all of you. You guys are literally the most supportive community in the world. And I mean this genuinely. I would never trade anything for you. I'm so happy I got you guys. Remember to join the Patreon, patreon.com/webcomics hub. Those stinky names are running down the stinky names of my patrons are running down the screen right now. Please remember to become a channel member on the channel, a YouTube channel member if you prefer that over becoming a subscriber. Or you can just give me a one-time donation. I have a one-time donation at Ko-fi. I have a Ko-fi, Webcomics Hub, Webcomics Hub on Ko-fi, so look for that. Give me money so that I can do this for the rest of my life. And also follow me on Twitter at webcomics_hub, and follow me on Instagram at webcomicshub, etc., etc., etc. Thank you so much to everyone who gave me money today. You were really cute. I really appreciate it. It's been a good day. Thank you. And have a wonderful rest of your day, you filthy Americans. And that one English person. Nasty was so good. Thank you, Paige. Okay. Good night.